Okay, so last time you managed to execute the retrieval of I've got his name here somewhere, Alvin Brown. Um, Unfortunately, you had to take Amelia with you, and then she really wanted Aziz to come along too. So your ship is kind of full, but you've left Volth 7 with the payload. And Dale had a really clever idea about trying to just go into the Oort cloud to get enough ice to refuel the ship and not actually have to stop at Muzimari station before you headed on to Tonines. So yeah, that's where you're up to. You've made the jump roll and you're about to come out, but I just wanted to check, did anyone want to do anything in that? And I know that you left off with the idea that people would just heal and whatnot around that sort of stuff, but was there anything else in specifics that anyone wanted to do in the jump week?
I'm going to check with Garin about how, I'm sipping on my little thimble of whiskey and drinking
Okay.
some of the coffee in between.
Yeah.
I'm going to check with Garin and see how my genetics is going. Hey, Garin, how's it going? Can we do any more testing? How are things moving along?
They're moving along the way they're moving along, Jacob. Why
Well,
don't you go and relax?
Yeah. Can you give me a...
I'd be much more relaxed if I could have a big tumbler of whiskey.
Oh, okay. So Garin, if you could
Have that big tumbler of whiskey, huh?
You know my genetics aren't what they should be anymore.
Yeah, one of these things is not like the others. Jen, could you give me a medical roll for your checkup, please, of Jacob?
Okay.
And if you could read the whisper, please.
I think it's 2 6 plus 2, right?
Yep,
Oh,
that's
didn't
cool.
add the plus
That's
2.
a nice 9.
Okay, 9.
So just a yes or a no to that whisper I sent you.
Oh, no.
Okay. Well, you tell him.
No, no's not good. Yes is better. I just
Well, she might be.
I,
You don't know what she's doing, so you know.
Okay.
oh, it's okay. Yes, it's better. Tell you what. Why don't you go and trundle along, and I'll take a look at the DNA stats a little bit later.
Okay, I guess so. I'm gonna go check in the back and see how my engineers are doing.
Yep.
Good idea.
All right. So I leave her be. But it's gnawing at me, especially when I'm in jump, because that's when I like to get obliviated and drink lots of whiskey.
Yep. Okay, you wander off down, Victor. You and Sam, what are you doing in the engineering section? Anything particular?
No, I don't think so. Having an argument about some reality hollow show or something.
Okay. Talking about the finer points of acting, perhaps.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Something
Okay.
like that.
Okay then. And Dale? Oh, sorry, you go.
I was just gonna say I was talking to him about how we could steal. Where do you think we could lift an air raft? But anyway, that's it.
No, you're jumping to the Oort Cloud area of Muzimari Station, and then from there, should that be successful, to Tonines. Otherwise, it's a one jump into Muzimari.
It's like interstellar space practically.
Yep.
Mari Station is where we're going right now.
The Oort Cloud of it.
Oh yeah, that's right. We're out at the Oort Cloud. I forgot about that.
Yep. Okay.
Because we're gonna try to skim, and that's gonna take a little while because we don't want to go in. We want to stay
If you can
in.
help it.
Yeah. The actual asteroids and ice and stuff is pretty thin out there. But you never know. We might get lucky.
True.
Yeah, and we might get screwed too and be forced to go inward.
Well, we haven't lost anything other than a week.
Yeah. Well, either way, that's what we're doing, so we'll roll with it.
Okay. Okay. Well, if Brian, if you want to send that off to the person.
I have.
Oh yeah, cool, sweet. Okay.
And spend my week. I don't know, talking about life, the universe, and everything.
Okay. Well, Roxy will has of course a very unique perspective.
She's more interesting than I first thought.
Oh yes, very much so. Yep. It's not just all physical.
Going there.
It's just not all physical.
You mean they? Or you mean they or she? Or the
they.
she part of they?
Well, I mean, Roxy might be what they call oh god, I used to know the name of it. It's where in the morning, like, you can identify as a male, in the afternoon you can identify as a female. Oh god, I'll have to look up the word. But no, it's not transgender.
That's
no.
not working. To each their own, but that's just not working for Jacob, man.
That's fine. But there is actually a in real life, there's a singer who did a video on it about how in the morning she had woken up identifying as a boy, then later on the day she turned back into identifying as a female. But yeah. Anyway, anyway, that's all going on. And if I could get a roll, please, Garin, for that last whisper, please.
Okay.
And Stav, if you give me a roll, please, for your scanning. Okay.
Ooh, we're coming out of jump.
No. He's if you have a look in the Discord, he's scanning for Omega energy on the hull. Okay.
While we're in jump.
Yeah. So Garin, the issue isn't. I mean, you do pick up some information, obviously, but the issue is that your medical equipment is calibrated for non-synthetic life, so you're going to have to recalibrate it to actually try again.
Okay.
Yeah. So you might have forgotten that.
We need to meet those hivers again. You know, we've got to find the hivers. That hiver kicked ass.
Yep.
We spent a couple weeks with the hiver. I'd be all fixed up. Drinking tumblers again. Stealing air rafts.
Like everyone wants. No.
Huh?
I want to drink a big tumbler of whiskey and steal an air raft, damn it.
So, Garin,
Jacob.
does Garin have electronics at all?
I have mechanical.
Okay, so you're going to have to find someone who's got electronics who can help you calibrate the medical.
Does Jacob have electronics? Jacob?
Actually, sadly, I don't. I only have mechanic.
No.
The person who has electronics would be Stav.
Stav or Dale or Sam or Victor, I'd say.
Sam will. Yeah, how is Sam doing? Has Sam come back to her senses? Is she
remember that never happened. We're just saying that
I can
accidental.
I flick and flick. My electronics is flicking switches, pressing buttons.
Okay, rightio. Sam, sorry. I thought I gave everyone the chance to look at Sam. Did I not?
I got Roxy in my folder. Look at that.
Okay. Weird.
No, I just have a picture of Roxy. I don't have the.
Oh, okay. Here we go. Right, let me save. So everyone can see Sam now. So Sam has electronic 1.
That'll help.
Yep. So someone roll for Sam, please, with the electronics.
Who's rolling for Sam?
Oh, I thought we had someone playing Sam, no?
No, that's all over and done with.
Oh.
And Stav, I'm still waiting for... Oh, Stav, thank you. Is that your sensor roll or is that Sam's roll? Oh, electronics, okay.
That would be my sensor roll.
Cool.
If you want to roll first from Sam?
Yep.
It's your same...
With a plus 1.
It's the same thing.
Yeah, plus 1 again.
Same roll. You could just roll Stav's roll. It's the same thing.
Yeah.
Okay.
Sam's roll.
Just under.
Just under. Sam's not terribly, not really understanding the full the electronics involved. So she suggests that You might need someone who has a little bit more skill than her in catch, because she doesn't want to break this thing. She's already had one of those horrible events, so she doesn't want to go there again.
Yeah.
So she says, unless we've got someone else on board who's got better skill.
Maybe Stav could come down and assist her. They could both put their minds together. Nobody else has electronics.
Stav? Pierre?
Staff couldn't do two things at the same time.
No, but he could go down after he's finished. Yep. His Omega scan, he's getting what he considers normal background radiation of Omega energy at the moment.
Good.
I need your hand, Stav.
Okay, sorry, what was the issue? This was more a medical issue or life?
This is an electronic issue, but Sam will explain to you that she's not too au fait with the equipment, and she doesn't want to push forward and wreck this like she accidentally wrecked the other stuff. So she'll support you, and she does, giving you a +1 with what she's tried before. And basically Garin is wanting the electronics recalibrated to other settings, so she just needs you to make a phone an electronic roll, please, Stav.
Okay,
with
so
a +1.
I'll do that to recalibrate. Electronics +1. Put the 1 in there.
Easy pie.
Nice.
Okay, what he's actually done is he set it up so basically key in a different code and your machine will automatically calibrate to normal line humans and synthetics. You choose.
He dialed you in, Garin.
Yeah.
Thanks.
Dialed you in.
Yep.
This is important. Jacob wants to get back to his normal self.
Oh, stop being so selfish. You will.
Okay, so Garin, you can try again.
Yes. I'm going to try again.
All right.
11!
Okay.
Nice.
Yep. So you get quite a clear genetic scan, and you've got a lot of stuff to work with now. So now it's just a case of enough time and enough study to try to work out the sequences which could unlock the issue that was put to you.
Okay.
Rightio.
Nice.
Yep. So, anybody else doing anything else in the week?
Yeah.
No? Okay.
Oh, right, and of course I'll polish my weapon.
As you always do.
A lot of time to do that and jump.
And he's got Roxy to help him.
Oh,
yeah.
Skipper, you got a one-track mind.
I'm having coffee with Victor talking about stealing air rafts and different models of them, and how a really good stolen one would look good in the empty air raft bay. I'm drinking his coffee.
I think you should get a retro one with fins.
Yeah.
Okay,
See
so
if we can find one of those.
just thought I'd give you, just in case you need it. Hang on a second, I'll see if I can copy it straight off the. I can. Okay, hang on. I'll copy it off there and put it into the chat window. The paste. Beautiful. Boom. Okay, so that's where you're heading to, although you're hoping not to have to actually enter the system. You gear up to your normal re-entry status. Everyone in a vac suit. The whole ship is being depressurized. The people are in their slots. Who have we got in the third? I think we've. Oh, Sid's not here.
Sid's not here, but we can say he's in the third turret.
Vark. So Vark is in the. Yeah.
Oh, what? We're missing a person?
Just on the road. We're missing Sid.
Sydney was going to play. Remember? He's playing Vark. Vark is the thug criminal guy that he led us to the girl, and yeah.
Oh, I didn't know if he was gone. Sorry.
Sorry, no, well, he just came in last session.
You
So
have to just swing it and NPC him.
yeah,
Send him a
I've
message.
just sent him a message just in case he's forgotten, because it's out of sort of sequence.
Yeah, because he's new, right?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah.
Cool. Okay, so those are the 3 people in the 3 turrets. The ship has been depressurized. Everyone's in a spacesuit, a back suit, and you're ready to enter real space. Boom.
Nice.
Okay.
We're all
Steve?
back suited up. We have all
Yep.
the combat programs in. I want everybody that's got gunner skill in the turrets. No thumbles of whiskey, just good strong coffee. Our eyes are focused. We're coming out of jump in the Ort cloud.
Radio, and you do. Stav, I need an initial sensor scan to make sure you're not coming out immediately in front of a asteroid or anything. Okay. The area around you is clear. You're seeing the absence of any items right at the moment, but I mean you're going to expect to travel anyway. You're expecting some of this, and you are picking up what you'd expect out here in the Oort cloud, which on the radio waves / communication waves. So faint signals. Obviously, most of those communiques are done through relays within the system, and once they leave the system they get weaker and weaker and weaker. So you are picking up little bits and pieces, and by your estimate you're picking up stuff that's around about 85 years old.
85 years old?
That's roughly how long it would take to get there.
We're that far out? Wait a minute.
Yep.
No, 85 years is in light years.
That would be 85 light years. That's, you sure? 80, that's a little bit long.
Radio
You sure?
waves don't travel at the
Might be
speed of
talking
light.
Hours. Yeah, that's right, but still.
No, you're not in the Cooper belt. You're in the Oort cloud, which is really far out. Yeah, you are way out.
That's still about what 100 to 500 AU though, isn't it?
I don't know the exact amount, but it's around about 80 odd years old.
But this way, Voyager isn't going to reach the Oort cloud for another 300 years.
Yeah.
In the range of the Oort cloud.
Yeah. So it's
3-4
far.
light years to the next star, so the Oort cloud can't be that big.
All clouds are big.
Well, whatever. Okay.
Yeah.
Wikipedia says between 2,000 to 5,000 AU, as far as 50,000, which is like 0.79 light years from the sun.
There you
So,
go.
Yeah.
Really
Could be
far.
a year, could be 2, not more than that.
Yeah.
So,
If it's really distant, it might be a couple of years.
moving in a direction.
Might be stars with, might be with a much bigger Oort cloud, but not ours.
Hey, by my reckoning, we actually have 11 people, or 10 and a half. So we've still got a bit of
Hang on. The original 6.
And we still have that extra ton because he said that wasn't destroyed.
Yeah.
Remember?
The extra 6. And
Yeah.
you've got Amanda, Alvin, Aziz. No, 9 and a half.
No,
Who's the half?
We've got Jacob, Stav,
The android.
Victor, Sam, Dale.
Oh, yeah.
Garin, Roxy.
Roxy's.
Then we've got Vark. Alvin,
Oh, Vark. Sorry, Vark. Yes, Vark. Beg your pardon. I'm forgetting Vark again.
Why do I keep calling her?
Her name...
What's Vark's chick's name?
The...
Amanda. Okay.
Amelia? I've put her down as Amelia. Yeah.
Amelia.
There's Amelia Gordon, Alvin Brown, and Aziz Popov.
Yeah. And
Yeah.
Alvin's the dude we need.
Yep.
Alvin was Dubois last time.
Ah, yeah. Well, that's okay. We can make him. I can make him Dubois. That's not a problem. That's easy enough to change. Okay. So, the other thing that you'll Alvin will be able to share with you in Jump, because I forgot to talk about this. You have come out. Is that yes, he does need to go to Tonine's, because Tonine's there is a lockbox that has a data crystal that he has to get to. With that data crystal, he can then that then gives you the access to the next part of what you've got to do.
You know, that really negates the entire point of what we've just done.
Why is that?
Because even if we refuel there, we don't have enough if we don't if we refuel now, it's still going to use one jump to get into Mercy Mari, and then we don't have enough to get to Tanit. We'd have to go the long route around, so we're still going to have to refuel at Mercy Mari, which we didn't want to do in the first place.
I'm not sure I'm understanding.
Well, okay, we're one jump in out from Mercy Mari.
Yes.
Right? So if we refuel now in the Orc Cloud, that gives us enough for 3 jumps, correct?
Yes.
So if we expend enough fuel for one of those, that leaves us 2, which means we're going to have to refuel at Mercy Mari to get enough fuel to jump to Tanit. Makes perfect
We
sense.
can jump. No, we can jump 3.
I realise that, but from where we are at the moment,
Mm-hmm.
if we've got to go to Mercy Mari is 3 jumps from Tanit. We'll only have 2 jumps worth of fuel on board.
You've only got 1 jump worth of fuel at the moment, but you're hoping to get another 2 jumps worth of fuel from the Orc Cloud.
Yeah, we can cover those 3 parsecs if we can find the right ice rock to refuel off of.
Yeah, but we've got to go to Mercy Mari, which is going to use one of those jumps.
Why do we got to go to Mercy Mari? I'm missing that.
Because he just said we've got to go there and pick up something from a bank or
To
something.
Tanines, sorry, if I said Mercy Mari, I'm sure I said Tanines, but Tanines is where, that's why you...
Oh, okay. Oh, that's
sorry,
cool.
yeah, that's why...
Okay, that's confusion here. All right.
Yeah.
Because I mean, we would have never jumped to the Orc Cloud if we knew we needed to do that.
no,
we would have just went. Okay.
Yeah, it's always,
So
sorry,
it's the
if I wasn't clear, it's always been Tanines he needs to get to.
Okay, Tanines. All right,
Yeah.
that's cool. Yep,
Cool.
I understand.
Okay.
That
You get
clarifies
I said.
everything.
I'm obviously...
No, it's alright, it's alright.
I
might have
you
said
had a
Mercy Mari
legitimate
instead.
mix-up. It's a
Yeah.
legitimate mix-up, Brian.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Okay, so I need another scan, please, from Stav to try to. I need a piloting roll first, a simple piloting roll. So anything but double 2s, Jacob, you're fine. You're just doing some sort of weaving pattern, just trying to find something in the general area. How many days do you want to do this before you decide we need to go to Mercy Mari?
Well, let's see what happens. We're having no luck, huh?
Well, no, I'm not saying yet what you have, but I'm just saying how many.
Well, I'd say we give it at least a couple days.
Okay, so 2-3 days.
Yeah.
Okay, rightio.
Hope
So,
we find a rock.
Stav, if you can please give me, because what he rolls and I roll, excuse me, 2d6. Hang on, mine's going to be GM roll. Okay, Stav, give me another sensor suite, please. Oh,
Ooh.
God. Okay, nope, you don't find anything. First half of the day and the second half of the day.
You want a second one again?
Yep.
Yeah, you're going to be doing a lot of them.
Oh, no, not quite. First half of the second day.
Okay, it's our second day.
Look for big things that look like icebergs.
Yeah, we're
the
looking.
ice is all covered by this fine carbon dust. Looks as black as any other rock. It's so tough.
Did that help?
No.
No.
Not
Second
yet.
second half of the second day,
Man.
please.
Yeah, we're gonna
Scanning
choke
and
here.
flying.
Yeah, if the Roll20 rolling system is as behaving as it should, we're gonna die.
This reminds me of the Dice and Justice game a few weeks ago.
Yeah, that was a crappy run of rolls. Damn.
Yeah.
Okay, nothing.
that's-
Okay, so
Fucking
first half of the
sevens and
third day,
sevens.
and this is, I think, probably your last day you want to do this.
Can we ask that? I mean, she has electronics. Can Sam assist?
Not really. He's not diagnosing the data. He's just wanting to find objects, and he's not finding
Okay.
anything. Yeah.
Okay.
If they were like trying to refine the data, totally understandable. Yep.
Okay.
So your next check, please, Stav.
We're in the third day.
Be a minor roll.
We're zooming around in the empty
Emptiness of space at the
supposed
moment.
Port cloud.
Yes.
There
Beautifully
we
done.
go.
And you detect absolutely
Ba-bam.
clear space all around you for the first half of the day.
Dun, dun, dun.
And the second half of the day, please, your last sensor sweep.
Oops. Okay. Let's see.
Oh, that didn't get it?
Now, what I'm doing is, before he rolls, I'm rolling to see if there's anything present for him to find. And you do find some right now. Actually, the first day when you missed both rolls, it was all around you, but you just missed the rolls. And ever since then, apart from now, there's been nothing around you. So he does, on the edge of the field of the senses, pick up some bodies that seem to look like they could possibly be isotroids, if that's what you want to call them.
Jacob, zooming in that direction where he points
Yep.
to it is. He's going to
Yep.
accelerate and decelerate to
Cool.
make a grab.
Yep, and as he gets there, yes, it's very obvious it is. So what's going to be needed is some people are going to have to get out in space, and they're going to have to start cutting bits of ice up to fit into the fuel purifier stuff.
Can we cut it up and then we'll laser it or steam it with the laser?
You're going to have to do it with
Suck up the
hand lasers. Doing it with a ship laser, you're just going to blow it to bits.
Oh, okay.
So,
Well,
Couldn't we dial the output of the laser down until it's like,
no.
well, Jacob,
That's set on kill.
I don't have laser skill. I have pistol 2,
So I think,
but I have gun combat 0.
we're not shooting with them. All we're doing is cutting with them.
yeah.
And I have vac suit, so
Yeah.
I'm
That's
equipped
more
So I'm
to
not,
go
yeah,
up.
so it's
That's more of
whoever's
a
got
mechanical
laser,
job.
yeah, it's just the cutting up of, and we'll just do some rolls, but basically double ones is going to be something horrible happens.
Okay.
But just who's going over to do this?
I'm going to go over because I have vac suit 1. I got vac suit experience.
Cool.
And I
Anybody
have a laser
else?
carbine. So I'll vac suit up to go out, and we'll magnet walk or we'll tether onto the ship
Yep.
and tether over and start to try to cut it. We could use our air raft too and start to break chunks off and bring them over towards
Pretty
the,
much, yep. So you're going to need someone who can, so that would probably be Vark, because Vark's got Grab Vehicle 1.
All I can tell you
I've
who has.
I've got Gravitix 1 as well.
Yeah.
Cool. Who else has
Well,
got
it's gonna
vac
be-
suit?
It's going to be a day or two of work to do this, but
Yeah.
we're going to get it done.
Yeah. Who else has got vac suit 1? Oh, keep on forgetting to look
me.
at Sam.
I got 0.
Okay, well 0 might be what you got to use, but okay, Sam's out there with vac suit 1.
I have 1 as well.
Okay.
Sam's got vac suit 1.
Yep.
She's Navy.
Yep. And so we've got Sam, Jacob, and Victor out there cutting up. Vark is ferrying. And over by the ship, perhaps Dale, you just sort of chucking it into the purifiers,
Yeah, I'll do that.
attached to the ship or something as it comes
So
through.
we got to cut this stuff into little chunks and throw
Yep.
it into the purifiers piece by piece. This is going to be a chore.
It
I
is.
imagine the purifiers are heating it and melting it and absorbing it.
Yep.
So we're going to need to make some
So-
rolls. What do you want?
First day is going to take 10 whole hours for this to happen,
Okay.
and because it's not as easy as scooping up gaseous stuff.
No, not at all.
But the cool thing is, because it's already condensed water, it's not having to do that because the gaseous stuff would be a lot less dense in its concentration of hydrogen. So
Okay.
it's only going to take you, I know exactly how many times you're not quite there. It is positively
Yep.
chunky. So for the first day, we're going to break into 2 periods. So you, Sam, and Victor need to give me a 2d6 roll twice.
Any skill? Or...
No, it doesn't matter. It's only going to be if something bad happens, because then I'm going to ask for a vac suit roll. Okay, so you're fine.
Yeah.
Someone do Sam. Victor?
Just got
Cool.
Sam right now.
No, he's doing himself, I think. And one more. Thank you, Victor. Okay, these
That's
first is Sam. And one more Victor and one more Sam. Nice doubles.
Sam.
Okay, no problems. No one hit any horrible little pockets of air or anything that then exploded and sent people flying off into space or anything. Right, so you are about
safely tethered to something. I mean, we're not just
to the ship.
loose.
To the ship,
Yeah.
basically. because you can't do it to the
I have to keep an
thing.
eye on their tethered.
Yep. Okay, so you're monitoring their medicals as they do this stuff as well, Garin? Okay,
Yep.
cool.
Uh-huh.
Okay. So you're going to have to work a little bit tomorrow, but you've got about 3/4 of what you need.
Okay. So I say we would stay tethered to the rock and come in and relax and maybe get a good night's sleep.
Yep.
And then in the morning after breakfast, we'll go back out and finish up.
Okay, so give me one roll from each person to make sure they haven't hit anything bad or anything good.
Jacob's got 10. That's Jacob.
Yep.
The 9 is Sam.
Cool, and Victor's cool too. Okay. Rightio, no one creates any accidental stuff happening or being blown off or blown up or anything else. You've got what you need. Dale, you've loaded it in. You're getting inside. Garin, apart from a little bit of exhaustion, they all seem to be a-okay. No extra radiation out here, of course. And it's just going to take another half a day to actually process it all so you're ready the next day. So you spend a total of 4 days in the Orc Cloud refueling.
Oh, you see, that's not too bad though, because it does mean though that nobody's going to know we came this way.
Yep. So can I get the last 2 days, can I get Stav giving me some sensor sweeps, please? 2 for each day. So 4 all up.
Sweeps of the space, you mean?
Yep, around you. Yep.
Okay. First day.
Cool. You're sensing nothing in your area that's untoward. And the second half of the first day? Nice. And the first half of the third day, fourth day, sorry. Nope, couldn't detect anything. Where's that asteroid gone? I can see it, but I can't see it. Anyway, and the last half.
Ooh.
Crappy water barrage.
Okay.
That's what he was looking for.
That's not good.
There it comes. It's going to hit us.
Yeah. Unfortunately, Stav, you completely missed a small shower of micro moving.
Breaking up.
Huge.
You broke up there. Can you repeat that, Steve?
Can you hear me? Yep.
Yeah.
Back. Okay.
Yeah.
Just don't know why it
We
stopped.
couldn't hear you. Can you repeat that?
So a small body of micrometeorites or asteroids, celestial bodies, what do you want to call them, but really, really tiny ones. And I'm just going to roll see how many actually hit the ship to see what damage they do. 6 of them. Okay. Well, just impacts. Just impacts. Okay, 1 does something. Impacts, impacts, impacts. So 1 does something. Have a look at the box.
Nice.
Just getting to, here we go.
Goes through and breaks the skipper's last bottle of whiskey.
That's a drive or something. What
That's
is
the jump
4?
drive. Which means you're
Shit.
safe because that's one of the 2 layers of hardening gone.
Oh.
That hardening saves your butt so many times.
Yeah.
Okay, so Victor, you had the option of getting out there and replacing it to arrive at Tanin's fully hardened, or leave it as it is. You do have the spare stuff on board to do it because you replaced it, I think, somewhere along the line.
What do you think, Captain?
Well, I'm in the middle. You're the engineer, and I'll accept your decision. I mean, we've been running into a lot of chaos. We don't want our jump drives knocked down. It might be good to do it now, but
Yeah,
it might be.
sounds like we should probably do it. Yeah. All right, I'm gonna see about suiting up and trying to get out there to put that all back.
Okay, can you please give me a excuse me, Can you please give me a... What do I need from you? A mechanic roll?
I can go out and assist. I have.
Well, you'll be
mechanic
resting
attacks.
from all your...
Oh,
And he should be too, but he's decided to do this. Okay,
That's
nice. Even with the penalty I was giving you. Done and dusted, not a major issue.
okay, good.
Why am I not finding? Okay.
Gotta watch
so-
out for those micrometeors, Stav.
Yeah. Didn't expect them this far out.
Okay. It might just those micrometeors might just be only the advanced guard of bigger and faster ones.
That's
If we're
true.
unlucky.
This is true.
Okay, now let me just put this in.
There's absolutely nothing out where we are, man. We are really out there.
You're out here. And what I
Fort
roll.
Cloud.
Yeah,
We're far beyond help. It's just as bad as an empty hex.
right.
Very bad.
Almost.
So this is where you're planning to head off to now.
Yeah.
Okay,
Ponines.
Tonines. Okay,
One,
getting
2, 3.
you're up in the morning of the 5th, ready to rock. The ship's full. It's well protected, Stav, and you're ready to jump. It really is. Just thinking, what do you really need here? Yeah, gonna require those really weird rolls.
You're breaking
Jerry?
up again.
What's going on?
Yeah, it's pretty bad.
You're breaking up, Steve. You want to jump out and jump back in?
What's going on?
I don't hear him at all now.
Lost him completely now.
Yeah,
I'm typing
Brian.
it.
Can you hear me all right?
Yeah, you're fine.
Okay.
I hear you fine.
It's not a because we're probably going on the same cable.
Yeah, I mean, yeah, you're you're both on the North Island, right? You're just in the Poonies, and he's near the city.
No reaction from Steve.
Yeah, his shit's hitting the fan. Oh, hang in there, he'll figure it out.
Isn't there a volcano over there you gotta watch out for?
I'm gonna grab a drink. I'll be back.
There's always Bob.
Okay, can we hear me now? Oh god, and everyone's really, really low again. Hang on, can hardly hear you guys. Hang on. Where the hell am I? Profile, no, go away.
Mine's currently sitting on 62, so pretty low.
Where do you
Yeah.
find that, Pierre?
Oh, you know, we in Discord. If you
Okay,
send
can you hear me? Can you hear me?
Where'd you say, Brian? In
where
this-
it says in Discord, you've got your voice connected thing where you can disconnect from. That little bar there. If you actually click on where it says voice connected, it'll give you your latest ping.
Right. Are we ready? Are you hearing me?
You're
Now I
loud.
hear you, yeah.
That's excellent.
Yeah, you're loud.
Can't do much about that except to go back down into there and video and audio. How's that?
Good.
Okay. Radio. That will be better for me. Okay, finally. We're there. Where were we up to? Oh, the rolls. Sorry.
You were good. Yep.
Yep. Gonna get
We're getting
some
ready
more.
to jump, I think.
Yeah. So I need a navigation roll, but it's a 1d6 jobby again, and I'll roll the other d6. Nope, ignore that one. Just as well too.
Okay, Jacob has
Got it.
navigation, right? Jacob does.
Just got to
I
make
believe
sure,
he's.
because I say
Yep.
before you're doing this, are you aiming in tonines? Are you aiming for the gas giant or the prime planet?
Well, we need to go to the prime planet, right?
Yep.
So I'm aiming towards the prime planet,
Okay. Cool. Cool.
and I rolled a 7.
7. So based on the odds there, you're feeling pretty convinced that you've done a good job.
Yes.
Yep. Okay. Now we just need the other two rolls. So we
Straight
need
pilot roll with no bonuses or modifiers. We need a straight engineering roll,
just two
and then the
straight
straight.
2d6s. Yeah. No bonuses. No
Yep.
penalties.
So Mantar needs to give us a
Yep.
straight 2d6 engineer first. Okay.
Nicely done. Nicely done.
Nicely
You
done.
are back into jump space.
Well,
Okay.
I'm gonna go down there and give Garin some more shit. And I've been working so hard, and it'd be so nice to have a tumbler of whiskey. And what's going on with those stats? I heard you guys got everything all dialed in. What's up down there? Did you find anything out? I don't know if she's back. She might not be back yet. Oh, she's still muted. Never mind. She was.
Okay.
We can jump.
We can jump.
Yep, you're in jump. So that's what you're trying to do. What is everyone else trying to do? And when she comes back, you can ask her again.
Okay.
Yep. Everyone else, what are you doing?
Maintenance. I don't know. Whatever our standard maintenance tasks are.
Okay.
Yeah. Stab is going to maintain his sensor stuff because it's.
I'm going to. You know what? I changed my tone. Go ahead. I didn't mean to cut you off, Stab. Finish what you're saying. I'm sorry.
Yeah, just again to search to monitor omega energy around the ship inside on the hull and inside.
Okay. 2d6 roll, please. And then Jacob, you're going to do something with Garin first, and then go to your next thing.
I was going to ask Garin. Hey, Garin, I heard you got everything recalibrated. I've been out there working so hard, and now I'm back in jump. And you know what jump means? Jump means drinking time. And I'm just wondering how those calibrations and how those experiments are going.
They're going quite well, actually. I can give you another scan if you want.
Sure.
On your well-being.
You're always welcome to give me a scan. It's all good.
Okay. Well, sit here on the table and I will check you out.
All
Bend over
right.
and cough.
Just a question. Do you always need to take the thermometer from the rectal area, or can you use one of the ones for the mouth?
Hey, you're the GM. You're not the doctor.
Just giving
No,
you some ideas.
it's from
Aren't
the
there those
mouth.
non-contact thermometers in the future?
There may be, but they might not be as
fun.
Yeah.
useful for Garin.
Yeah.
You got a
No,
laser.
that was very expensive. I opted for the natural ones.
Excellent, Garin.
Lovely.
Slip under the mouth.
Oh, that's better. Okay.
Let me hold your wrist. Take your
Check my pulse.
your
My
pulse.
genetic code. I'm getting another exam, everyone.
That's right. Now, from your last genetic code, it is getting there. It is becoming more stable. So don't worry. There's hope for you yet. Okay.
Good. Glad to hear
Slow
that.
is better. Yeah, slow is better because then when you get to the end result, then you'll be clear as rain.
Beautiful. That would be awesome.
Yes,
That
and
would
you're
be
about
awesome.
35% recovered. So you're
That's
getting there.
nice. Well, that's worthy of a celebration
That's
after
right.
the rest of the percents come across. Right now, I'm just going to have this coffee. But I was sitting here thinking, Garin, I'm just sitting here thinking, we're on this goose chase with Vark and Amelia. Don't you think we should sit down with Amelia and figure out what the hell we're actually doing next now that we got these goofy refugee prisoner guys with us? And how is their health holding out? I'm sure you checked them all out, too. They were pretty...
I don't know, GM, did I check them out?
Entirely up to you what you want to do, Garin.
Oh, well, yes. Jacob, that's a very good idea. I don't remember if I checked them out or not. I mean, we considered we were under blast when we were trying to, what you call rescue them?
Yeah.
So it was kind of crazy.
Stab. Oh.
It was a little
Okay.
hectic.
So, Garin,
Yes.
could you give me 3
Hmm.
roles and tell me which person you're checking out with the associated role, please?
Okay. Jacob, what were their names again?
Alvin and
Amelia
Alvin,
and Aziz.
Alvin and
Emilia,
Aziz are probably Amelia's probably healthy,
Yep.
but Alvin and Aziz are the ones I'm really concerned about.
And
Amelia.
Alvin was your
Okay.
prime guy.
Alvin.
Yeah, we
Okay,
want to
I'm
make
gonna
sure he's healthy.
do
Probably stuffing him with vitamins and nutrients.
Oh, sure. Yeah, I can give him a syringe of something. Don't worry. I will check Alvin first.
Okay.
So let's see. This is for Alvin.
He's in the clear, and he says, "Thank you very much for directing to all that lovely whiskey.
No, you're
Really
not
helped
getting
me
whiskey.
recover."
Hey! What do you mean? My whiskey's locked up. I'm going to
Yeah,
be beating this boy. You don't be touching my whiskey. I don't need a lot of it now, but I get the
we've
good
got.
stuff.
No,
Well, where's the
some
crap?
of the
Well,
stuff that was hidden in the
the
cargo bay.
crappy. Oh, cargo bay.
Hey, that was supposed to stay there for a rainy day, Alvin. Oh,
Well, who
do
the
you
hell
see
is this
that
guy anyway?
whiskey? That's
Who
got
the
the
hell?
skipper's name on it.
Who the hell gave him?
What you worried about? What you worried about, Jacob? At your consumption rate, you got a 50,000 year supply.
You're probably right, Stav. Go ahead, enjoy that bottle. There's plenty more hidden in other places. Enjoy it.
Okay, he says, "Thank you." Um,
Okay,
so
next
Garin,
one.
he's all of his
Okay,
health indicators are all fine,
okay, health
totally across the
is
board.
good.
Yep,
Okay, next is Emilia. Let's
Amelia.
see.
Okay.
Oh, there we go.
Okay. Apart from a
Nice.
slight iron deficiency, she's fine, and you can give
Mhm.
her a couple of iron tablets, and she'll be away.
Okay.
Which
All right.
which would sort of um,
Magnesium,
iron,
Okay.
iron.
yeah, low iron.
Excellent. So now it's a Z.
Aziz. Okay. Now
It's
he's
kind
a bit
of.
more hard to diagnose. His body has suffered quite a lot of trauma recently. Several
They
scars
beat
still healing.
they beat
Um,
that boy, didn't they?
oh yeah. He's had several bones broken and healed. There's a couple
Okay.
of bones that still have some like green fracture. Like the really thin stuff.
Mhm.
Um, his brain, there shows evidence of physical trauma in there, so you're probably going to have to watch him a hell
Mhm.
of a lot closer just to see if
Okay.
there's any delayed results. He's probably had concussion.
They
You're
beat
not
that poor
sure,
boy.
yeah, if anyone's actually attended to it or not. But yeah,
Man,
he
I
is.
feel bad about leaving all those people behind in that shithole prison.
We can't
Yeah,
That
leave them
was
all.
yeah, I know.
Bad enough that you brought as much as you did.
We needed these guys. We didn't
Yeah,
bring. We should have brought more, but we needed these
Okay.
guys.
From what I understand, you only needed Alvin.
yeah.
The other one was we needed Alvin and one other guy.
We needed
Okay.
both
So,
of those guys. We
all
needed
right.
Aziz
Well,
too.
from what I. Oh, so you did need three of them then.
Yes, we needed the two because they're connected. They're partners. It was told to us by Vark that they needed both these guys.
Okay.
So that's why we grabbed both. But I mean, if we had more low bursts or a cargo bay full of low bursts, I would have took as many as we could. But I mean,
Oh
we
man.
need the low bursts we have in case we break down in the middle of space. We
Well,
all can
no
live.
kidding. This is not an indigent ship.
Well, we're close to max. We got 6 staterooms and we cap out at 12. We can't take any more than 12, and we're at 10 right now.
Yep.
So just
No,
about all of us
we-
are double
Nine and
bunking.
a half.
Yeah.
Roxanne takes half.
Oh, but she
Oh,
shares her half with Dale, so that's
Yep.
okay. Yeah,
Yep.
9.5.
the limit isn't really space because we have pressure tents that can be set up in the cargo hold. The limit is life support. That's our
Yeah.
You are digging into that ton right now.
Well, if you guys need anyone shot out of the airlock, let me know.
Jesus, Dr. Kavorkian.
I know, right?
Yep. So Garin,
Hmm.
do you wish Garin to keep on looking over Aziz and see what else she can do to help him heal?
Yes, absolutely. I would say keep on them too. Keep checking on them.
I will.
Definitely.
Cool. Okay then. So that's just going to be part of your sort of deal through the whole week. Um,
Sure. Just throw on some
And, si-
more projects for me.
and since
um,
Victor and Dale are my key guys, I want to say we should sit down with Vark and Amelia and really try to get an understanding of what's going on. I don't want to mess with what you call the other two refugee prisoners too much. Let them rest. But I want to understand exactly why we did this and what's going on now. They
that's
said they'd
okay.
tell us more.
Yes, no, they are going to. So I just need they. Amelia just wants to make sure Aziz is as fit as possible before they go there. So Garin, if you can give us a doctor's check, please, on doing as much as you can for Aziz. Beautiful.
There we go.
Okay, you've sort of attached one of your little
Mm-hmm.
biotic little heal me patch things, so it's just working all the time with
Yes.
him 24/7. Okay,
Mm-hmm.
so they'll sit you all down in the common room, and they're willing to tell you what they are, what they know, da 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 da. So
Mm-hmm.
Amelia and Aziz, um, she belongs to a special arm of the colonial military forces known as the Special Protection Officers. Her job is to gain information. Aziz is specialised in infiltration. Um, and our other friend,
Alvin.
Alvin, is on the technical team. They're actually looking, what they need to do is they need to um, get this data crystal, because this data crystal, this is the location that this other person gave Alvin should they ever be split up and need to contact each other again. So he needs to get that data crystal so he can find out the coordinates and retrieve this other person who has been given, he is top clearance guy, so he can't talk too much about him, but he is central to the technical department.
So we're going to be taking on another passenger, is what you're saying.
Yeah,
Holy
but
shit.
Amelia and Aziz, if you don't want, they're happy to drop off and they can reconnect with their particular cell and move on to any other operations, or they're happy to be with you. Vark is in no way saying yes they should be, no they shouldn't be. He's he says they offer other skills, but it's up to us, up to you, whether or not the ship can take them or not. But they can get
Can
off at
I,
the next
Dale, ask a
planet.
question of these people?
Yep.
Go ahead, Bill.
What the hell is the end game of
As you know,
the Black Ops people?
we believe it's a hostile, but was trying to be for a wee while, covert takeover of the military forces in the Stardust sector.
That would make sense.
Yeah. So
But why?
why does
Has
any
something
dictator decide to want to be
has
in power?
something gone wrong? I mean, why are they exterminating people on planets?
Yeah.
The only thing they can think of is two reasons why they'd exterminate. Either the person possesses a threat and they'll be using a much more linear, much more singular way to take people out, or they're panicking and so they're just going to, like they did on Anchorum, just try to wipe out as much as possible.
Yeah.
So that gives us a bit of an advantage. We can still be quite precise in what we do. They are still a little bit in the dark about what we're doing. The thing is, they're all trying to guess what each is doing. This is the problem when you get into these little secret agency sort of things. Exactly, Garin. No one knows exactly what the other person's doing, but they're all sort of either working slightly against or completely against each other. They do know that Black Cell is or was a different branch of the colonial military forces. It's not outside the colonial military forces, it's within. And it took a different direction than the special protection forces did, or the office
So
did.
these special protection officers know the inner workings of the colonial forces. And if
Yeah,
that's the
well,
case, we're
some
still
of.
going to need Amelia then. And we're still going to want to keep Aziz too, because they were connected to that before they Black Ops branched off and went rogue.
Hmm.
That's my take on it. I'm asking
Well, that's
Amelia
okay.
and all. I'm
They're,
bringing this up to
yeah,
the group at
yeah,
the table.
yeah. They said they are happy to work with you. You've shown that you can work with them. So they're happy to work with you. Um,
Well, that
and
was a
we,
pretty good
and
blow
we,
up.
yeah,
I have to
and we
say,
have.
Brother Dale with his ACR did a hell of a job there in that prison planet.
Hmm.
We all did. That was pretty
Yeah,
cool. That went smoother than I thought, especially as when we came in.
yeah.
So I
So
share that
whether
today.
that was good luck or whether it was well planned, I don't know. But she says you achieved with minimal damage to our side, or the side that we're on. You achieved the goal.
Hmm.
Um,
Yes.
we can still be there to offer you possibly some contacts on, depending on where you travel, possibly some information, but it's all up in the air. We are in some places just as in the dark as you are, in other places a little bit more informed. We do know
Can,
that
can you?
ultimately we're going to have to take them on, and we believe that their headquarters is somewhere on or near Guba system.
Yeah. Do they have those little buttons on their necks like we have? Does she have access to those? She must. They
Um,
must. The little side buttons, the little Mega Energy buttons
well,
that protect
she
us.
unlifts her collar, and you can see one on her.
Okay.
Yeah.
What about Vark and the other ones too must have them.
Garin can say, well, I found an odd little thing grafted underneath Aziz. He's got one inside him.
Okay. So they do have them then.
Yep.
And I'm sure that Garen would have told her that Zeus was pretty bad shape, beat up bad.
Yeah, I
Yep.
would have.
Yeah.
All
So
Aziz can say is, I've had worse done to me.
yeah, we don't want that to happen anymore. If he's going to be part of our group and we're a team going in, we stick together. We stand for each other and we'll fight hard when it's time to fight.
Okay,
And
wait,
that's
wait,
what
wait.
I say to the
Okay,
group.
okay,
Well,
wait, wait.
they do say, you know, that sometimes to win,
Hmm.
we're not going to be fighting fair, because the other side is not going to be fighting fair.
Okay, wait,
They're
wait,
not
wait,
interested.
No.
where are we going? Where are we going, Jacob? What?
Well, sometimes if you got to knock out a knee or sucker punch somebody in the back before they turn around and blast you with a fusion gun, you sucker punch them. That's what I say in response.
Mm.
And I
No,
think
that's fine.
Dale,
I mean,
my Merc would agree with me on that.
like I said, I can throw anybody out of the airlock if you want. The point is, though, where are we going now? Like, what is the plan?
Okay.
We're going to get this
So,
crystal on Tonines, and
yeah.
we're going to get this special black operation. We're going to go after these
Well,
pricks.
you're going to be helping us go
Well,
after. There'll be a lot of
yeah.
other people on the front. Um, you've already proven useful for a lot of quiet
I'm
side missions.
I'm also asking now, since they have all this access, can they get us some free life support from the military or the colonial
It
forces?
really
Because we're
depends
going to need
on.
stock on life support, and we're
Yeah,
going to need tonnage of extra life support in our cargo
it really
bay.
depends on whether or not the navy bases that we access have been compromised or not.
That makes exact
So
sense.
the next planet,
Yes,
Tonines, is quite dry. It also has
that's a
navy
good
bases.
sign.
Yeah,
That's a good sign.
yeah. I'm going. That's going on your guys. That's not their theory. That's on your guys' theory.
Yeah.
That dry
Well,
planets
that
tend to
theory
stay
has
dry.
matched up every time, Amelia. I say Vark. It has. Wouldn't you agree, group? Stav? I'm asking everyone else if they had any input on that.
Yeah. It looks like pretty solid so far.
Yeah.
Okay. Well, we'll add that to our list of possibilities. We need to
Sounds.
verify that somehow, because if that's true, then we can send that out to everyone else. We'll know which planets are going to be safer than other planets.
Yeah.
Um, Now, Aziz sort of says to you, I detect that you belong or have had dealings with the scouts.
I am a scout. Yes. Yes, and I have
Okay.
ties with the scouts. Scouts. I was an ace pilot
Have
in
you
the
had any
Scouts.
encounters with it? So he's sort of starting to pump you for information, and he's trying to find out what you know about the Scouts at the moment.
Well, I don't remember all the sessions or everything that happened, but Steve, I do believe we encountered some scouts and got some information from some scouts. And I do recall I made some scout rolls in previous sessions.
Yep.
So even though me as a player, I cannot remember all of that, I would
Yep.
share that openly with them
Okay.
because I trust them and I trust Vark, and I totally believe that Jawbreaker would not align us with these people if it wasn't for a higher cause.
Okay.
So
So-
whatever, I don't. You get to
At the
refresh
moment,
my memory.
Yep. Your belief is that the Scout core hasn't been compromised, but that's only based on 3 different Scout encounters.
We also had that Navy lieutenant back at that asteroid when we were under
Yep.
attack.
Yep. Yep.
So there's, yeah, I would share that whole story with them too.
That's okay. Well, she gave you those dots. She's part of this group. She's part of the SBO.
Yeah. But I mean, psionics is good, but I mean, when a Black Ops goes against the Colonial and the Baku Confederation, and they're terrorists, and they need to be dealt with that way.
Yep.
Where humanity is to be united and work together for trade and prosperity and technology and advancement, not this bullshit.
Mm-hmm. So
That's what Jake.
Yep. So they've laid out as much as they can. This is probably the should any of our opponents get hold of any of you, they probably will know most of this anyway. So we're not telling you anything that's not probably already known by the enemy. And that's why we don't want to tell you other pieces at the moment, because we don't want you to endanger other parts of the mechanism. So you'll have to bear with us, they say.
Sounds good.
Yeah. But if you need to know, we will make sure that you definitely do know. Okay.
I get that kind of answers my question.
What was that, Val? Brian?
I think that answers my question
You can always
to a
ask
certain
them.
degree.
Yeah. You can always ask them something.
Well, no, that was my question. I just want to know what the fuck is going on.
Okay. Well,
It's a military.
I
It's a
don't want to
military.
know that.
it's a military coup, basically.
Yeah.
One part of it is trying to do a military coup over an entire sector. And this sector, along with the next one to the right and the one to the left, is actually outside of the Byzantium Empire, which is the other which is slightly outside of the Imperium of Classic Traveller. So it's sort of they're trying to create a different empire state sort of thing. But anyway.
Yeah.
Right. So Tanines is where you're going to go. So Alvin can give you once you're in Tanines, he can sort of give you the details, the location, but he's not going to give it to you until you're on planet.
Okay.
Anyone doing anything else in jump space?
I'm just gonna check on the medical supplies and
Yep.
maybe put a couple of syringes together in case anybody needs some extra sleep,
Okay.
or
Always good to be
little
prepared.
like
Yeah.
that.
Yep.
That's a great idea.
Maybe I can go check the airlocks.
Yeah, in case you're paranoid someone might not be solid, but that's good. It's good to have a medic who's on her toes.
Yep.
If we have an issue.
Anyone else doing anything else?
No.
Okay. Radio, we'll come into getting set up again for normal space. Everyone's where they need to be. Ship is depressurized. You loaded all your programs. You're all ready to come back into normal space. Everyone's wearing their spacesuits, and boom, you're coming into the system, coming into the prime planet. So you enter and Stav, sensor rolls, please. Okay. You do receive a message, and it seems to be held in high priority. It says, due to recent reports of increased piratical activity, that's what they put it down to, new security has been installed. You are to, and they give you a location to go to, and you are to wait there until your ship has been cleared before you can approach the planet. You're not even in close orbit or anything. You are a couple of 100,000 k's away. You're about
So we're like
halfway
past
between.
the 100. We're past the 100 diameter or better from the planet.
Yeah, you'd be about 50 diameters away from the planet, sort of thing, is where they want you to park up.
Okay.
Basically.
We're
And they
not
do warn
going
you
to argue
that
with them.
yeah, and they give you the standard warning that should you deviate from this, you will be considered hostile. And
Okay, I see there's a scout base on Tonines. Is there anything I can do? Have a PR dial in the scouts and see if I can
Sure.
bypass some
Wait,
of this
no.
or
Yep.
get some clearance?
Okay.
Can I do a scout roll, like half my terms or something?
Yes.
Like
Yep, where you go.
I got an 8 on that scout roll.
So you get a connect, and so you're talking to a guy. It's a Reg Langton, and he's so this scout base is more a depot than anything else. So it's just it's him and a couple of maintenance bots, really.
Don't we have some naval clearance codes for our? There's also a military, Navy, and a Marine base here. Full colonial forces.
So Amelia says you might find those codes have been felt to be compromised, so they'll be changed, but our codes won't be. So she's happy to send something off to them.
Run her codes then with the colonial forces. In the meantime, we'll approach the path. We're not going to deviate at this point. We're going to slow down and follow that pathway and try to reach higher contact.
Okay, so Reg being a scout, not paying too much attention to authority, because you've got to be a bit of a rebel to be a scout. Just talks about, there's some sort of crazy thing happening out there. They reckon there's, for some reason, some sort of organised piratical sort of attacks going on in several places. We've had some really weird reports. No one's really verified it yet, but apparently they attacked the whole planet Acheron and pretty much reduced it to rubble.
That's not craziness. We've come from that route, and yes, there's a. You may not be aware of it, but there's a war going on. It's a civil war. It's a faction thing. I can't really go into all the deals over comms, but be on your guard. That's why I wanted to see if you can get me in. This is Jacob Promethean.
Okay. So,
leads.
Yep.
Yep.
He says, well, if you really want to, he can file an action with the headquarters and see if they'll let you land on his little part of the planet. Well, actually, it's not a part of the planet. It's part of the moon, one of the moons that orbits Tonines.
Yeah, we might go that route if we can. Because he would be able to check my credentials and clear us more than likely.
Yep. So he'll start that rolling. He doesn't know how long it's going to take. Amelia says, "Do you want me to try my connections?"
Yes.
Okay. Well,
see what you can do.
She sits down. She sort of moves, step out of the way quickly, and then her hands fly across the boards real quick. Sends, not really keeping track of what she's doing, and sends off something. Brother then reports getting a coded message.
Oh fuck! Okay.
Within a real quick moment. G'day, Sid.
Is that Sid?
Yep.
Yeah, no, I've got him at the time. Sorry again.
Cool. Don't worry about it.
Hey, you're here, man. It's all good. Just jump in where we're at. It's all good, brother.
So they're just
good to see you.
Yeah, coming into Tonines. So the planet they were trying to head to. That's all. And So, she can set up back to you from what she's reading, which just looks like a whole lot of alphanumerical, who knows what. But basically, she can say, well, at the moment, it seems the SPO is in control of this system at the moment.
SPO. That's what is that again? What does that mean?
Special Protection Office. That's what she works for.
That's her people then.
Yep.
So she's right in. We're gonna go right past it. We're gonna pass on the scout base and take her lead in.
Okay. Rightio. So, you wait. So what happens is, as you're coming in on the civilian track, suddenly they say they're handing you over to the Navy base.
So they give us a new route then
Yep.
to go to the Navy base.
Yep. So you're going to go to the up port of the Navy base, because it also has a down port.
Okay, we communicate with them and we oblige to follow that course, and Roger will adjust the ship and steer it on the course that's been addressed to us. He'll have Stav if he needs any sensors. We'll make sure we're on the course that they're giving us, and we're going to head to the naval upper base.
Rightio. So Stav, the one thing that's really easy to see is you're being scanned constantly while you're coming in.
That's okay. We don't have really anything to hide.
Yeah.
No, clean.
Yep. You basically will lock on to the Navy base. There's a small squad of people waiting outside the airlock. There's some. I'm trying to think. Would it be a lieutenant? Yeah, a lieutenant would be there to welcome you. And of course they Amelia will get off with you and explain stuff. Talk to the lieutenant directly.
So we're docked now at some sort of high port naval base, or is it on a moon, or what exactly do we?
Base. It's actually a naval shipyard.
It's a naval shipyard in orbit, so they're building ships too.
Primarily fighters by the looks of it. They're pretty small ships.
You got that down as a Class C starport, but there's a naval base there building fighters. Okay.
An A. Should be an A.
Oh, it is an A. Never mind. I'm looking at techno. I'm sorry. Yeah, it is an A. You're right.
Okay, cool. So, yep. Okay, sweet. So, you then enter, you move along. Amelia just asks you to wait. She goes somewhere. She comes back. You're treated indifferently, but not nastily or anything. She will then take you in to an office where you're meeting up with another older man.
Well, is my crew with me though on this? It's not just me and Amelia. Isn't it all? What's that?
How many people?
Who all wants to come along? I would think Vark would be along. I would imagine Dale is my main gunner. I mean, anybody who wants to be along, we're a crew. We're a team. We're together in this.
Rightio.
Yeah, I'll come along.
Okay.
And Vark knows what's going on. I mean, Vark's
kind
the...
of.
Yeah.
He knew a few bits and pieces.
Yeah.
Okay, so, basically,
and
yep, what?
Can we carry any guns or anything? I guess some...
No.
Or no?
No, but they will be returned.
Well, I'll just leave him in the ship then. We're in safe quarters. All right. Go ahead, Steve.
So the guy, you're not introduced to the guy, so you don't know who he is. But he just sits down. Amelia sort of goes over what's happened while she's been in contact with you. She understands that you also be involved, and you were brought into this by God, I've forgotten his name. The main mercenary guy, not knee hacker. Jawbreaker. Jawbreaker and his crew. Before that, there was the lieutenant that they suspect, because they gave you the comdots, is probably part of the SPO anyway. So she explains that you've had quite a bit of history, so the guy would like to hear everything from each person. and also after all that, so he can start talking to you. So he does verify your theory about water and the planet. So usually if the planet's at least 50% water, it does seem that Black Cell doesn't want to fight for that planet. They're not sure why yet, but yeah, they know that for sure. They verified that on many planets.
Is there you would have to think, I'm sitting here thinking to the guy, is there a counter psionic organization that might, or a counter, you guys have a counterintelligence to counter their bullshit? I say that to him kind of like that.
Yep. He says that's one of the reasons we were set up to oversee some of the other agencies that are
awesome
colonial forces.
What?
And we have our own tech department, but more on that.
Nice.
So he can tell you that basically, if there's a planet there, it's got to hold one of three things. If it has, and these are the common denominators that have been able to work out, if the planet itself is a central, high-tech central processing planet, that's a target for Black Cell. If it has at least 50% or more water, that also seems to be a target for Black Cell for some reason. And the other one is anything that has an ancient site on it is also a target for them. The last one is a pretty obvious reason why. They're trying to gain extra technology and an advantage in this fight. So at last, so if you remember the actual star map, which I haven't got with me at the moment, he says that they've gained around about somewhere between 25 to 30% of the planets already of Stardust.
Damn.
That sucks.
They were quite well prepared to do this.
Well, now it's time to take those back and send them back in the hellhole they belong.
Well, first of all, we have to locate their headquarters. Common thought at the moment is that it's on Gooba somewhere. But
well, that would make sense. Is Gooba been taken compromised? Obviously, it must have been.
It's a central processing unit, so we believe every operative we sent in there has not returned.
Yeah, that would be a yes.
Also, our top technician is hidden when this started. He went underground. So apparently you've got, and he sort of points to Alvin, you've located the person who knows where he is, and I'd like to know where he is so we can send to get him, Alvin. Then Alvin then talks to him about how he's going to do that, and only he can do that because only he has the biometric code that can unlock the case that holds the information. And the case is made from XYZ, which is supposed to be very tough.
Well, we need to keep Alvin safe from any harm when we go in to do this, so we'll have to be...
All you keep is his fingerprint in one eye.
Well, we're not that gruesome. If he's been with us for 2 jumps, and we've, I let him actually get a bottle of my whiskey, damn it. We're going to look out for him. We don't want him in pieces.
So, this guy says that he wants to send... is your ship capable of carrying Amelia, Aziz, and Alvin?
Yes, we got 12 capacity. Right now we're at 9.5 with an android.
Right.
We can fit like 4 more in pressure tents in the cargo hold. If we have the...
Don't want to overstress your ship.
The problem is life support, basically.
Don't worry about that. We can sort that out. We'll put in an extra ton of life support for you.
That'd be great.
Of course, that means they'll also fill up the other ton. So, you guys will get to go down to Tonine's. He says, and that's going to be a little bit of a problem right now.
What's going on down there? I ask.
We don't know At the moment, all our medicos think that it's not part of the Black Sails plan, but there does seem to be some sort of rampant disease going on the planet. We believe
Nice.
it's Flon's disease, Phlonds. And Garin, can you give me a 2d6 plus 2 medical roll?
Okay, well.
I don't want no more diseases. I've been compromised enough.
I agree.
Yeah, definitely not.
Oh, okay, Garin, Flon's disease.
Yes.
Okay, the initial symptoms ain't so bad. It's kind of like just a really sore throat.
It's COVID 31?
Oh man.
That lasts for about a week. That tends to go away, and it comes back again. And what it does then is it attacks the respiratory system. And
It kills you.
It eats the respiratory system.
Bye-bye lungs.
Yeah, its mortality rate is somewhere around about 50-60%.
And who's got this?
It's on the planet.
And what's the name? What disease?
It sounds like they're using, I say to him, it sounds, and again,
God. Wait,
they're
what's
using bioweapons, man.
Jacob, dip it. What's the disease?
I'm
What
just putting
disease?
it for you.
We spell it
Oh.
in roll 20 if for the record.
Okay,
I think you said it was like
There
Blonde's
you go.
disease or something like that.
Plons?
Yes.
Yeah, so it's originally came from another planet, not even in the sector, and it was just a cold. It actually wiped out several explorer units before they actually discovered what it was. Yeah, so with a mortality rate of 50-60%, no one has ever been able to. Blondes have no fun. They've never had anything that can actually help get rid of the disease. They can suppress the initial symptoms, but in week 3 and 4, when it starts to go through the respiratory system, no one has been able to successfully stave it off or even slow it down.
There you go. Respiratory system toast to
Well, I say our doctor, our medic is pretty damn good. If you could give her all the information on that, we could figure something out. But I think that if we could have combat armor or battle dress type of gear and we stay sealed and we heat and burn off anything on the surface of that going in and out of our ship, we should be fine to do what we need to do, but we should stay in a self-contained environment like a vac suit, combat armor, or battle dress.
You gotta stay into those vac suits.
We should not exit a vac suit. We can't subject ourselves to the microbiology. That's my opinion, and I'm not a medic.
Right.
But I would ask him to give us all the information on this disease to our computer to brother, so Garin can look at it and deal with it.
Is it quite necessary to go down to the planet?
It's eminent. We must get Elvin to this deal.
It's basically a small case in a secure lock-up area, and within the suitcase is the destination of the person who's hunting down.
We gotta go. We gotta go down there and get this.
Oh, so whatever I can give you to assist in taking care of that.
Anyone else have any thoughts?
So Alvin has one problem. Alvin has one problem. He needs to put his fingerprint on one of the sensors. To do that, he can't be wearing any sort of suit.
Well, does this thing attack? Does it go through the skin, or does it go through the pores of the nose? It attacks the respiratory system.
Yep.
So he could put him in a vac suit, and he could take his glove off just long enough to open it up, and then put his hand sani on. Come on, we all got hand sani everywhere we go. We'll kill it with our hand sani.
Does his hands have pores, Jacob?
Yeah. And Garin will already know that hand sani does nothing towards this thing.
Exactly.
Fire's about the only thing that the humans have found that can actually get rid of it.
Okay, so it's in a case, you said?
A small case in a secure locker.
Can we take the case, put it in a portion of the ship, and blast it with like ultraviolet light and kill every bacterial presence on that case? before he has to put his finger on it to do the deal? Is there a way to do that so we could get out of that environment and then totally clean it?
He's got to open the secure locker first.
Oh, with
Yeah,
his
who
finger.
said anything about bringing that on the ship?
Yeah. Shit. Well. Huh.
There might be a way, but you guys have to think about it. So, given this information, this guy says he probably won't meet with you again. He'll be meeting with you through Amelia if you decide that she's going to stay with you. Otherwise, he wishes you well.
Well, what about putting his fingerprint on something synthetic and bringing the synthetic with him?
Can't we duplicate his finger? Create a clone of it?
No,
Well,
because
not a
each
clone.
finger. That's right, because each finger has their own signature.
Yeah. Garin,
What I
you've got your bioreactor. You can put your mind to trying to create something there.
I might be able to recreate his fingerprint on another synthetic substance, and then you can bring that with you because the substance won't be affected by the respiratory
And
disease.
and if it is, it doesn't matter.
How about we put the fingerprint on Roxy and send her out to do it?
No, even though Roxy is
She's
synthetic,
she's a synthetic, so she has human properties. We can't. She could get sick too from this shit.
Okay.
first of all, she needs to decide.
It, who, we, they. We keep saying she. It's they.
Them.
Them.
Stop.
Yes, thank you, Garin. She
They
says.
will decide. Yes.
She says, while I'm happy to support the group, given the fact that this disease has such a high fatality rate, I don't know if I want to help them that much.
Sorry, I've only
Okay.
half been listening. How's the disease spread? No one knows.
They believe it's airborne.
So we can't like put a vac suit on, duct tape the hand.
Yes, vac suits are.
But then it's touching the skin, and
Yes.
It can go through the skin pores too, so
Okay,
it's
my next question is how attached is Alvin to his fingers?
very, he says. But if your finger over there,
As I said,
you don't need a finger, Alvin. You'll be okay without it.
Yeah, I mean, Garin can grow a new one.
Dale,
I'm
what
not
he
growing
does
anything.
is he holds
That's
his middle finger up
that'd
to
be
you and says,
exactly
"I'm
what
attached to it
mercenary
like
would
that
say
much."
too.
Sorry,
That's
I didn't hear.
What he
Hold
says,
on.
Dale, is he holds up his middle finger and he says, "I'm that attached to it."
I agree. Now, as I said, I can attempt to replicate this fingerprint on a synthetic substance, and you can bring the substance with you.
But wouldn't the substance have to also have the properties of a human finger, i.e., blood flow?
Not necessarily.
Temperature,
even
pressure.
even fingerprint readers here on Earth now require blood flow.
She can replicate a small creature. Hopefully.
Well, she could replicate that somehow to her temperature.
Okay, Garin.
I can replicate something.
You can try, yep. So
I
you'll
can
be
try.
squirreled away doing some
Yeah.
study, and then we'll give you a drink in a few days, if that's okay.
That's fine.
Can I suggest a backup plan?
Well,
A small shaped charge that just blows the front off the secure locker.
What is we bonk the dude on the head and take his finger?
I think that's been.
How valuable is he after we get this information?
He's still part of their tech team.
Oh yeah. Never mind. I didn't say that, but I'm saying that in as a player.
So no bonking.
Yeah, no bonking, no bye-bye. Thanks, Alvin. You served your purpose. Now you can go die of your SARS-CoV-31.
Thanks for your thumb.
No, I just wanted to. You didn't need that.
You didn't need it.
So gruesome.
You've got another one.
He's mostly on a keyboard. How many times do you use your thumb on the keyboard?
Is it a thumb or index finger?
Or is it the whole hand?
No, it's not the whole hand. It was just one finger.
Probably
Well,
his index finger.
It's his thumb.
Oh, it's his thumb.
Whatever room the
Your thumb, though.
whatever room the safe is in, we got to disinfect the room, and then it's safe for.
Yeah, we just get
Alvin
the
to do his
COVID
thing.
cleaning crew in there. You know, bleach and UV light, and try to
New
clean it.
electrostatic cleaner. Don't forget the electrostatic cleaner.
Yeah, I mean, we're all used to this shit now. Why not?
How about just? I mean, is the data chip affected by radiation?
It's standard. It's apart from it being encrypted, it's standard technology. So there will be a level at which radiation will affect and degrade the data chip.
That's not good.
Enough. If it's submerged in fire long enough, it will degrade the data chip.
Yeah. Okay. So what I mean is, in that case, we could also just wash it with some radiation. I mean, enough to kill things, living things, but not enough to hurt, the data chip. I mean, then we must know the parameters of what it can.
Yep. So Garin can tell you all about that, but she's a bit busy at the moment. But if you were in general, they have in the past 100 or so years since they've encountered this stuff, tried radiation, tried various antibiotics, tried all sorts of various things. They have yet to find anything that can actually, apart from fire, kill it.
Ha.
I'll make a flamethrower.
Excellent. Yep. So Alvin will tell you, when we get on planet, whoever's going to go down, he says, and he's happy to go down, because if he needs to, he hopes he doesn't. He hopes Garin can do whatever she can do. But if it's the last ditch effort, then he's going to take the glove off and do what he has to do. He'll tell you exactly where it is, and he says it's in a public area, so to try to cleanse the area, I don't know how effective it'll be.
So my question is there utter mayhem and chaos down there if this thing?
At the moment,
it's gotta be nasty.
At the moment, there's quite a lot of control going on.
People are dying and stacking up left and right, man.
Yeah, but there is a lot of military control down there.
They don't have a very.
Are some people naturally immune to this thing?
No.
Dale, sorry.
Oh, sorry. The population of this place is small anyway, so.
And it's going to get smaller. Yeah.
So, just a matter of interest, what is the rate of infection?
The rate of infection.
I mean, we know it's fatality of people who catch it, but how many people catch it? If it's one person every 6 months, then
No. Yeah, roughly 25 to 30% of the population have caught it, and
that's bad.
First round of deaths are happening now. So
that's
it was
bad.
A month to 3 weeks ago that it sort of first landed, so to speak.
Victor, what were you going to say?
Victor would like to ask, this locker that we're getting this thing out of, what does it look like? What would be the feasibility of just blowing it with shaped charge or cutting it open with a mechanic, with a welder? Could we just bypass the fingerprint and just cut the thing out?
Probably you could. I don't know how much would damage the containment, the contents though. That's the only thing.
That's too risky. That sounds. We don't want to damage that chip. We're kind.
The cutting is a possibility.
I'm thinking last ditch if we can't get anything else to work, rather than expose anybody to this illness. Maybe we just cut the door off the locker.
Yep. No, that's all cool. Hang on a second. I just need to make a quick roll here for sand. She's got the basic unit, but she hasn't quite got it working, Dale.
Okay. I mean, it's just a you know,
Flamethrower.
just a flamethrower with a pump and a
Yep.
trigger and.
Yep. Of course, they are illegal on the planet.
Well, we could get special permits. We're tied to the special ops. Fuck the law.
Yeah.
What,
Special ops
what do you
don't
mean?
like to
That's
be
just
observed.
this isn't a weapon.
Yeah.
It's an industrial tool.
There you go.
Yeah,
Uh-huh.
it's like mosquito spray.
My dad had one on the farm. Used it for burning scrub.
Yeah. We'll see. See if somebody can get a permit for you. But Sam is having difficulty making the whole unit, but she's got the basic unit, sort of prefabricating the basic unit for you. Garin, can you give me one of the first of 3 rolls I'm going to need you to do?
Okay, 1d6 plus 2 again?
Yes, please.
Okay. Ooh, 14. Ooh,
Medical
I got
gets a 0.1.
Oh, wait. I get
Yeah.
0.5.
Yeah. Okay. That's actually going to take care of the second roll. So you've gone through all the files that brother has on this disease. You've looked through everything. You are also comparing the information you got from Dr. Five, and you're seeing where his information doesn't correlate with any of the known stuff that they've tried. So you're looking at those avenues as possible ways to either dampen, kill off, or whatever. But you're also making your little organic device thingy, which is supposedly going to be copying. So you also, I need you to make a medical roll for Alvin just to get his biometrics.
Okay. 10.
Nice.
Okay,
Good
his
job.
biometrics. So with that first roll, you created a little blobby thing with an eye and a little foot thing that's got a fingerprint on it.
Okay.
Yeah, it's probably going to end up dying, but you know, it doesn't have a central nervous system above a starfish, really.
Okay.
Yeah.
And I'm going to put it in like a metal safety container, kind of like the size of an eyeglass case, you know?
Okay, so it's a small one, but that's okay. That's all
Yeah.
cool. And it's in some sort of living fluid stuff to keep
Yeah.
it going.
Yes.
You've created what you think is probably going to work if you've got to use something else, you know, like a separate thing. Sam is still working on the flamethrower if you need that back up. And Victor, I'm guessing you're looking at your welder cutters on the ship to see what you can take down to use.
I assume a mechanics kit would probably have something like that, but I may have a better one on the ship.
Okay. And just one more roll for Sam. No, she can't get it. Someone else is going to have a try. So Victor, you need to apply mechanics roll.
Okay.
I got mechanics one also too.
So have I, for what it's worth.
Well, perhaps Brian, it's Dale's sort of baby, so perhaps Dale needs to roll it in the first instance.
Yeah,
Yeah.
So
we're burning shit now.
Dale now has a
And I got a
flamethrower. And I know there's stats on a flamethrower somewhere. I'll get them for you at some stage if you should ever need it for a combat situation.
There are. Actually, I can find them for you.
Cool.
I know where they are.
Somewhere.
I'll post them on Discord. I'll take a snapshot.
So if you need a light for your cigar, Skip.
Yeah. Okay, so this has taken about 2 days. Alvin's sort of, he's ready to go whenever you guys are ready to go. Garin, are you going down or are you just handing them the little creature?
I'm handing them the little creature.
Okay.
I'm keeping an eye on the ship while they're down there.
No, we're all going down in either vac suits or combat armor or something of the sort, and we're gonna go through We're gonna go through a heated air locker that'll fry and kill anything that's on the surface of our suits without harming us.
Okay, so what they can do is the Navy can organise a automated shuttle which will lock with a floating airlock unit. Yeah, so you go through the airlock from your ship to this new airlock into the shuttle. You can fly it down if you want to and fly it up if you want, but it will automate it. So it's ship boat is what you're needing. You then reside in the airlock for a couple of hours while it does every possible thing under the sun it can think of to kill the creatures when you get back. And hopefully you're clear so that then you can be joined up to another ship that takes you to your ship, or it's your ship that you join up to. That's what they'll set up. Garin, you've got access to all of the sensors on that airlock, so you can monitor, as they will be monitoring what's happening once they get back into it.
Okay.
Okay. So who has ship's boat?
I have pilot 3.
So you got ship's
I
boat.
have I have gravitics, but yeah.
Okay.
Rat vehicle.
Okay.
So we're going to go down in a military. I'll pilot down. We're going to go down in a military shuttle. I'm good at. I'm pilot 2. I'm pilot 3, so I can handle the shuttle. I'm just better in a bigger ship.
Yep. So you'll need. Okay. So Dale's going down with his flamethrower in case everything else doesn't work. Alvin's going down with the little creature. And Victor, are you going down?
Bringing a mechanics kit, heading the door.
Okay. And Sid, do you want your character to go down? Vark go down as well?
Yeah. Shotgun, bat, but I don't have like those fancy combat dress.
But you got to be in some kind of. You're not leaving the shuttle unless you're in a vac suit of some kind
So
or combat armor.
going to
Combat
give you
armor on.
the highest tech vac suits, those ones that are like transparent, like clothing things. So you're not going to be encumbered or anything with them.
But like I said, I don't have any combat armor. So I can never
Yep,
get
that's
any.
okay. The military will provide you with the highest tech vac suits they've got. And to answer your question, yes, Jen.
Oh, good.
They've already got something similar installed.
Okay.
Yep. But that's good. No, it's good thinking.
Yeah.
Okay, so you guys. So there's 4 of you going down.
Yeah.
Okay.
Yeah.
So the trip over to the airlock, the initial one, you can pretty much pilot your ship there to lock into it and then unlock once you've transferred over. On the other side, you've got a small shuttle. It's not militarized apart from it's got some plating on it, but apart from that, it's not got weapons or anything on it. So you move through the airlock, you know what you're going to be coming back into. You can see all sorts of nozzles and all sorts of interesting things. And so, Victor, you can see several things set up that are probably going to be sending a whole lot of radiation your way. You're not sure, Dale, but have they got something that's very similar to a flamethrower here? Is that what they're expecting to use to kill these things? And you got, there's a lot of different things going on in that airlock, which is basically, hopefully, your way to come out clean. You get into the shuttle. It's a pretty basic affair. It's a standard sort of military stuff, so it's all really basic. There's room enough for like 50 people on it. And the pilot, that's it, sort of thing. So, 3 rows, well, not 50, it'd be whatever 3 rows is. Whatever that is, but 4 rows, sorry, 4 rows, of course, of 10 or something, 12 or something like that, 12, and the pilot. So it's more of a troop transporter. They just chucked in there, and you're away. So give me a piloting roll, please, Jacob. Entering the atmosphere. It's hang on, before you do that.
I did it.
Yep. Okay. Rightio. It's 8, which is meaning it's ordinary weather, so no difficulties there. Right. So Alvin will then direct you to the basically which of the settlements you need to go to. We'll just call it Target X for now. Doesn't really matter. And you're going down to basically a public storage facility, similar to like lockers at bus station, airport sort of thing, but it's just temporary storage, different sizes for different needs. You get down there, you land. There's hardly anybody about. You get some military people who start walking towards you, and then obviously you hear a message going out to them, and they just basically take a couple of steps forward, turn around, and they start guarding the shuttle.
Are they in vac suits?
They're in combat armor.
They're sealed, in other words.
Yeah.
Oh, then they're part of the special ops. They know we're coming down here.
Yeah. And then Victor, you'll see a guy out there. He's in battle suit, and he's armed with a Fusion Man portable.
Oh God! We do not want to piss him off. I will not have a genetic problem anymore.
Well, the bits of you that are still floating in the air will, but yeah.
It's 16D damage, Jen. 16D.
Yeah, all gone. Okay, so you guys, are you ready to cycle through and open up to the atmosphere?
Well, we're gonna seal off. Do I have any weapons with me, or we can't carry weapons, or no?
This is not a weapon mission sort of thing, so they probably aren't going to expect you to have weapons.
Okay.
They have cleared the flamethrower, the cutters, and Alvin.
I'm wearing my combat armor.
Yep. Okay.
Yeah. We'll cycle through. We're gonna heat everything. We're depressurizing. We have all the anti-biological, so it heats the airlock. Totally cooks any potential living thing outside of a vac suit or a special suit. It'll kill it. You have to have a special suit on to survive the cycle that I've got set on the
the life support the airlock that you've got isn't the main one. That's the one that's floating up in space. It's a purpose-built thing.
The shuttle has an airlock though too.
Yeah.
Well, that airlock's got to be set up right because we don't want this bio shit getting in the shuttle.
It's only going to give you standard protection.
The airlock is.
Yeah, pretty much. Yeah, there's nothing special.
That's not good. I would have wanted.
Well, no, that's it. So
how are they just? Oh, okay. It's probably a bit late to ask this, but how are the military disinfecting their armor and stuff, or are they just leaving it behind when they rotate off the planet?
No one leaves the planet. No one goes onto the planet.
Well, these guys are here.
Yeah, but they were on here. There's a Navy base on planet as well.
Well, vacuum. I'm gonna ask Garin. Vacuum should kill any viruses.
Or leave it inert.
Well, inert isn't good enough. We want it dead or off of us.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, well, don't worry, guys. If there's anything on you, I'll just shoot you out the airlock. No worries.
Lovely. That's the here. That's like double jeopardy.
Yep. Welcome to the SPO. Okay, yeah. So you disembark. You head over to. This is all easy. You're just moving past guards and things. There is no civilian life on the street. There is no civilian life once you enter the building. They've got 2 guards in combat armor guarding the main entrance. Inside, they've got 2 different squads inside.
They're all armored in either combat or battle, huh?
Combat armor, yeah.
Except the one guy with the fusion gunman portables wearing battle.
He's on the outside waiting for anything to happen.
Holy shit.
You basically, Alvin will basically go to the area he needs to be in. He just checks with Garin before he opens up the container. Is there anything special I've got to do with this little creature, or just apply it to the various biometric places for it to verify that it's me?
Yes, that's all you have to do.
Okay, so he'll pull it up, he'll put the eye up, it gives a green light, it puts the fingerprint on, gives a green light, and then he says, didn't tell you about this guys, but then he gives some sort of password and it unlocks. Great, so far he says, we're in. Pulls the handle, nice. Pulls it out, there's a very small case around about would be 9 inches by about 6 inches by about 2 inches high with a small handle on it. He pulls it out and says, well, we've got the package. We just need to make sure it doesn't get destroyed somehow. This is the easy part. Garin, do you want to give me a medical check?
Okay. 9.
Okay. So you're reading off sensors that their combat armor or vac suits have already encountered the bug.
Okay.
On the surface?
Yeah. You've already got around about 15% of the bug covering your body.
On the our exterior of our suits. Lovely.
Yep.
All right, I'll let them know by 15%. 15% coverage, people.
I look over at Dale and say, my combat armor should be able to handle your flamethrower.
That's what I was thinking.
Yeah. Give these buggies a burn.
Let's just wait till we get outside, and then she can do it.
Yeah.
Yep, don't cook up that meat too much.
Okay, so you basically then reverse the order you came in. You get outside, you start walking over to the shuttle. Several of the guards start moving off to some other detail. The guy in the bell suit is just standing there waiting. Yeah, they're just ready for you to get on board the shuttle and go back up.
Do you want me to test that out, Skipper?
In the atmosphere. Interesting.
Well, if we do it, I don't know. If we do it there,
Hey, cutie.
and we know it's 15-20% coverage, and Garin does another scan and says it's 5%, and we've cooked some off, haven't we?
But it only takes 1% to affect them.
Yeah, that's true. but at least then we know, you know.
Well, they do know that fire will kill these things. Just how
We're gonna have to abandon. We're gonna have to abandon these suits, aren't we?
Depends. Wait to see what's up there in the airlock up space.
Yeah.
So, do you want to do it now? Up to you. I'll let you guys do it. It's your show. Just remember, you do have that pot up the top there. That's waiting for you as well. And you sort of have an idea of some of the things they're going to be chucking at you up there.
Well, you know what? I'll take a little burn bath before I jump back in. I'm not lifting my helmet, and she could test it after. It's not going to burn me in combat armor. I mean, there's no way it's going to go through combat armor. I can't find the stats right now, but there are stats on flamethrowers, but they're...
Well, I mean, it's not like we're firing a bloody plasma bolt at you, so...
No.
Just going to give me a little torch over.
A little torch
Yeah.
over. Give you a bit of sunburn. A little bit of sunburn.
That's pretty safe.
Yeah, I'm in combat armor, man. I'm good.
Okay, where you go, Dale?
Okay.
He's not
blame him.
trying to dodge you, so it's tough.
He doesn't have it all the way open, just enough to cook the exterior surface of the suit all the way around, so before we jump back in. And anybody who has armor that can handle that, I would recommend that they do that. Just to safekeeping. I mean, this is like, we might as well do that, you know, just to be safe. And we no longer need the eye or the fake finger anymore either. I would say leave that. We got the package. Because that's probably infected.
Yep, well, Alvin puts that back in its little package, ties it up, and walks up to the guy in the battle armor.
And hands it to him.
Looks up to him and says, holds it up, but he's only sort of holding it up to his thigh. Says, you might want to destroy this. And the guy just sort of looks down and just grunts, and Alvin just puts it beside him and then walks off. Okay, make your roll, Dale.
We did.
Oh, excellent. Okay. Rightio. Well, you definitely hit him. How much damage for a,
I couldn't find the stats. I know, God, I've seen the pathway, God, I seen it. I've seen it in actually they wrote it up in a magazine for Classic Traveler.
Yep.
And I know I got it somewhere in my file as we've been playing. I've been looking, but I just can't find it.
Kit. You can buy one on eBay.
Yeah.
Yeah,
Of course you can.
apparently.
They're not a. Like I say, my dad had one on the farm.
Mm-hmm.
Used to shoot the flame about 60 feet. It was awesome.
Okay, let's have a look. Boom, boom, boom. Armor. Mortar. God, come on. Just show me the flame.
God dang it.
Flamethrower.
Now he doesn't opening this wide up on me. God, I have it was a Traveler magazine. I think that
Okay,
Classic
looking.
Classic Traveler magazine.
Heavy
Huh?
Flamethrower. Here we go.
Is it in Mercenary?
No, I'm just looking up on the Traveler SRD, so it's more Mongoose, but anyway. In terms of flamethrower, targets a single point in the corner and magic, blah, blah, blah.
That's out there for a flamethrower in Classic.
When the stream hits the target, however, it breaks the projection and fills a radius of 3 meters around the target. Anything that suffers damage from flame will continue to suffer half the current value every round until damage is hard initially 0. Due to lack of penetration, availability, is it doubled against the flamethrower attacks. Okay, cool. So, it's going to be how long your damage stays in action for, and flamethrowers do 4d6, then 2d6, then 1d6, and then half a d6. So if you can give me 4d6, because I'm just going to be totaling up the amount to see if it actually breaches the armor. But
you're going.
Highly unlikely.
I want sort of wide beam, if you will.
Yep.
So I just want to sort of wash it over.
Yep.
But
he's not blasting like trying to kill me. He's just giving me a wash, a flame wash.
Pretty low.
Yep, that's okay. Next one, 2d6, because it's halved each time. Okay, that's 20 and 1d6. 21, excellent, and 1d3.
Just, there you go.
So 24 points. Okay, that's pretty good. Okay, combat armor reads as intact, but it does, because it would have some sort of readings on it, I'm assuming that you need to maintain this joint and that joint because it has had some structural damage done to it due to the fierceness of the flame.
I'm going to have to do some mechanical maintenance on this when we're in jump again.
Possibly.
Yeah.
Okay, now Garin needs to do her thing.
Okay, Garin, you want to do a reading?
Okay, I will do a reading. Love it.
Well, he has about 7%, and that's basically the rear part of the body where the flame wasn't touching as much.
Mm-hmm.
I still have some of that shit
on the back of his body, where, of course, unless he sort of rotisseried himself and got an even coating of flame, so to speak.
I think I would. Like if somebody's spraying you with mosquito spray, I would have spread my arms out and rolled around in it. So.
Well, in that case, it would be around about 1%.
Okay.
Okay, if he's gonna roll around in the
flame
fire,
definitely works on it, but now we've got to work out how we've got to get out of our bloody suits. And
are you in combat or do you want that done to you?
I'm in combat armor.
Guys, you have an airlock in space floating there, waiting for you, and they have applied a whole of things up there for you.
Yes, all right.
Okay, all right.
Yeah, I know it's
all right.
Shooting people with flames.
Don't worry, I will burn you if I need to. We're good.
All right. Let's get on board. Everybody keep your vac suits, your combat armor on. Let's get out of here.
Garin, you seem to smile when you say that.
I am smiling.
Okay, she says. Anyway, okay. Piloting roll, please, to get up out of the atmosphere into space.
Okay, piloting roll, and it's ship's boat, so it's +2. Oh, we hit some turbulence or something. Yeah, maybe I melted the controls or something. My thing's hot. God, that's not good.
Yeah,
that's not even
2d6 in a small ship's boat. That's going to be damage of some nature. Well, you're lucky it hit a turret which is non-existent, which means yes, you put extra racing stripes on it or something. Very, very lucky. You guys are holding on because like it's shuddering and you're moving and like there's.
My gloves are a little hot on these controls. Yeah, I didn't think about that.
Normally you fly quite level, but you sort of got to lean to the left, and it's shuddering, and you're climbing, and then it's all that sort of stuff going on. Eventually you get into still space where it's a lot more peaceful, and you'll come up and lock onto the floating airlock. So you just hear someone's voice say, "Okay, please disembark from the shuttle and get into the airlock."
So we do. We get into the airlock.
Yeah, so the airlock is, when you walked through it before, there were 4 compartments to it. So they've got you in the first compartment where basically they're going to proceed with various radiation treatments. Okay, Garin, can you give me a medical roll, please?
All right. 11.
Okay, right here, you're reading everything.
Okay.
Now,
many
guys, for every 1 in this, that's the equivalent of 50 rads. Okay? So, Jacob, at the end of all the radiation sequences, you have 150 rads extra that Garen's going to have to get rid of out of your body by the time she gets you, which is okay because you've got a short time.
Even through the combat
how
armor?
heavily they've hit you. And Garin, that much heavy radiation took off about 2% of what had already grown back onto on Jacob's, and about 2% of everybody else's stuff. So it's really didn't even touch the sides.
Okay.
Victor, you've got a 450 rads floating in your system at the moment. Can you make sure you just note those down, please?
I found it. I freaking found it. God.
Alvin, he's got 100 rads floating in his system, and Dale, you got 450 rads floating in your system. These are not good numbers, those high ones. So you've got that. The next section they go into is various basically chemical mixes. They're trying to make sure they don't. There will be some degradation to the suits you're wearing, but it's manufactured so that it has the least amount of impact on your suits. So, Jacob, give me just a flat 2d6 roll, please.
Flat 2d6 roll. Oh, God damn it!
Okay, at the end of it, your suit. Okay, so the first result, Garin, if you can give me a med roll, please, with a +2, because you've had 2 processes now, so it's +4 all up. Okay.
Hope someone else can pilot.
So that's fine. So Garin,
yes,
the radiation and the chemical wash together has taken out around about 15% of the virus.
Okay.
The only thing you can do right now, Jacob, is just slap on a quick seal. You know, the things that they slap onto a hull just to temporarily seal it. There's a 100-pound pull on it. If that gets on your skin, you're going to have to require surgery to get that thing off your body. Otherwise, you're wearing that for the rest of your life until your skin dies and it falls off. That part of the adhesive patch.
That's not too bad.
So you slap it on the hole, ready for the third process. So, but first of all, Jacob's been compromised. His suit has, anyway. Victor, your suit? 2d6.
Here we go.
Yeah.
7.
Victor, your suit hasn't been opened, but it's are you wearing your combat armor?
Yes.
Yeah. You've got a message now saying that some of your joints have sustained damage and need immediate maintenance.
Yeah.
Okay?
Crap.
But they're still sealed. Okay. I'll roll for the other dude, and then it's up to Dale. Alvin is safe. Dale, you're wearing combat armor or the vac suit that they gave you?
I was wearing my own sealed combat armor.
Okay, cool. There you go.
I rolled a 9.
You're totally safe. Okay, you move
I'm a
on.
mess.
I'm totally
Well,
safe. Just my nads are cooked.
Yeah. Well, you're irradiated.
Yes,
Your
that's what I
armor
mean.
is spanking clean. It's taken off a small layer of it.
Oh, you're shooting blanks now with they.
Paul, no, not yet. If Tom and Victor don't do something about it, you're going to be in trouble. Okay, so we go into the third zone, where they then will do an experimental treatment. Basically, they're going to use the power of electricity to try to burn and fry things off. So your suits should keep you safe. If not, if you roll bad, you're taking some damage.
All right, get it out of the way.
Jacob?
Jacob rolls shitty.
Oh,
Jacob's taking damage, top of damage. Oh, I just say that now.
okay, this goes on to his endurance.
Oh, my endurance is wiped out.
Yep. And
Jacob's unconscious.
And
Now these guys are coming back on the
he's
ship,
not
right?
conscious. He's got to make an endurance save first, and then he's got to take the rest of the damage over into his other stats, however you see fit, in the terms of dice. So what's your endurance?
My endurance is 10.
10. So that's the 2 5s. So you put 6 on something else and 1 on something else. Okay.
My endurance roll is 7.
Okay, so you're not unconscious, but you are suffering 1s to everything, and you're at half movement. Okay.
I'm not suffering. I didn't know. Wait a minute. That's 17 points damage.
Yep.
So I'm not suffering 1s to everything.
You just failed
Hold
the
on.
endurance roll. You're suffering 1s to everything. Oh, what's your endurance? Sorry.
He said 10.
Oh, sorry. No, you're okay then. Sorry, I beg your pardon. You are. Yeah, it's got to be endurance or less. Sorry, I was just thinking 8. Okay, rightio. Victor.
Yeah.
Just a flat 2-6.
Oh, okay.
Victor.
Alright, here we go again. Ooh, 5.
5, Victor.
Okay, Victor, you've taken this much damage. What's your endurance?
Ouch. 8.
Well, that's a 5
My
and a 3.
physicals are 7. Yeah, 7, 6, 8.
Okay, you put a 5 somewhere else and a 3 somewhere else, and give me an endurance roll, please. 8 or less. Victor, you're at -1s and you're moving at half. Okay, and then we get
Okay.
to Alvin, who... Crap. Take some damage. Okay, he's kind of lucky. Where are you, Alvin? He's got A for endurance. And it all goes onto his endurance and he doesn't have to do anything. Okay, Dale, you're up. You're fine. Okay, you walk into the last chamber. They want you to do a check of your suits before they ignite the fire jets.
Okay, what I'm going to do is skip a suit that's been compromised. I'm going to whack another slapstick over the existing one.
Okay, cool, no problem. Information, sorry I forgot to tell you the information, Garin, coming in about the electro treatment. It seems to be quite effective. It's reduced it by about 50%. Of course, the danger is it can also affect the client. Yeah.
It's a bit like chemotherapy, eh?
Yeah. Okay.
Ah,
Right. So this is where Garen's going to be really interested in the results, because basically they're going to be shooting the whole area with flame. You're going to be standing in something akin to a kiln.
perfect.
Yeah. So this last save, do not fail.
Mm.
Jacob, away you go, because you will be taking damage again if you fail.
Oh, this is brutal.
He needed to take damage today.
Oh man.
Well, he's got a doctor close by. He just has to get there.
Exactly. I'll just give him a massage.
Okay,
Take
remember this
take
lot.
2 aspirin. See me in the morning.
It's right. Don't forget, Jerry, because this is second round of combat. You can split those dice up any way you want to amongst the remaining stats to keep you conscious.
I don't have many stats. Wiped out the 10, yeah, and the 7. I'm dead.
You're not dead. This isn't a death thing. This is just
Oh, 9. Okay. Let me look at that again. Hang on. Let me look at my... I'm definitely unconscious and dropped. There's no way, because you 10, 7... Ooh, shit. I'm dead.
No, you're not dead. This isn't a death thing. It's more of a...
7 off of my dex on 1. You rolled 9. 8 with my strength and 1 with my dex.
You're on 0. You're on 0. You're not negatives.
Did you change your headphones?
Yeah, it's all very loud.
You are super loud and crackly, man.
Yeah.
You're blowing my ear brains out.
Okay, so at the moment, Jacob is in a similar status to those two guys who were shot. Dale. Oh, sorry. First of all, Victor, make your roll.
Oh boy.
Is this better?
Yep.
Yeah, it's better.
Okay.
And there's no modifiers, right?
No, unfortunately not.
No, Victor.
You're blue.
Just wishful thinking.
Yeah.
Don't worry, you'll be fine.
Just don't roll double ones. Here they come, double ones.
You can't just slip.
Oh.
There you go, 7. 7.
If I take damage, it's got to be 4 ones, or else I'm out.
We're dying.
You are.
We're dead.
But
Jacob
not
died today.
No, you're not dead.
2 more points, 2 ones.
Technically, I'm dead, Garin.
You are
0
dying
would
at the moment.
be
I
dead.
will put your essence in something else.
So, Garin, you've been watching things and you see Jacob's things start to go belly up, so you're going to be having to get someone to pilot the vessel over to the other end of the airlock and get ready to take them out.
I would just drop. I'm laying there. I'm done. I can't walk.
I've watched you do it plenty of times. I'm sure I can manage.
Yep. Okay, rightio. So we go to Alvin. Okay. He's fine. He takes some damage, but he's fine. Okay, Dale, you're up last.
Okay, Dale. Ooh, nice.
Dale
Or
goes
is that...
straight through everything.
Oh.
No damage at all. A little bit of radiation, but you know. Okay.
Yeah, because we're waiting for Dale.
Yeah. So who on your ship, apart from those people who are in the airlock, has piloting or ship's boat?
Like I say, I've watched Skipper do it plenty of times.
No, but you're on the airlock. We need someone on the ship.
Oh, that's true.
I've piloted.
Okay.
Oh no, but you don't need me. I have to do medical, right?
No, but you can still pilot it over there.
Yep.
Okay, yeah, I could do that.
Okay, rightio. This is not going to require anything. You just lock onto the airlock and get ready. Are you getting into a vac suit first, or what do you want to do?
Yes,
okay.
I'm getting into a vac suit first.
Rightio. You get into a vac suit first. You're just watching the readings, and the numbers are going down, down,
good.
down, 0.
Excellent.
So it's been a couple of seconds for Jacob also to be at zeros. Blood pressure, heartbeat. So his brain activity doesn't stop for a couple of minutes. So you've got that.
That's good.
Yeah. So you guys, those of you who are still conscious and barely moving, you get to walk out the other side.
I'll carry skipper.
Rightio. Dale sort of puts them on the floor, ready for you to do whatever you're going to do, Garin. You rip open, well, you don't rip open the suit, but you move the suit so you can
I
Yeah.
take it.
apply
Hey, before she does that, I take it. Is there any sign of the microbe?
Would I touch you if there's any sign of the micro?
She said it was zeroed out.
Yep.
Yeah.
Oh, okay.
I would let
Okay.
you guys burn before I touch you guys. I'm just saying. So I open up the.
Jacob's going to the light right now. You bet
Yep.
the light gets him.
I slap him across the face a couple of times. Listen to my voice, not the light that you probably see right now. And then I.
Dead right now.
Okay,
Right now,
medical
I'm
roll,
practically
please, Garin.
dead.
Yep.
Man, she's got
13.
Oh,
some bedside
so
manner.
easy. Okay, your stats are 111.
Mm-hmm.
Am I conscious?
You're going to come conscious soon, but not right now. You've been irradiated, chemically washed, electrocuted, and burnt.
And I failed every roll.
Yeah, but you don't have any microbes.
That's true.
Wonderful.
Yeah.
You're micro free.
Yeah.
Okay,
That's
the
right.
next thing,
World's,
Garin, might be
world's
to
cleanest corpse.
is get some anti-radiation drugs into the other three, to actually him and the other three, especially Victor
Okay.
and Dale, because they are reading high radiation. Their
Oh,
suits
that's
are
right.
probably going to have to be abandoned because they have such a high.
I will kick them out of the airlock. Don't worry.
Yeah. So get them to strip off, give them the drugs, get the hell out of the airlock. He's going to blow it.
That's right. You guys have 2 minutes. You're going with them. I'm telling you now. Just warning you. Giving you a friendly
I was on the
warning.
boat with Grandpa. Grandpa was calling me up.
I'll give you a friendly warning. If you're not out of the back suit, you're going out the airlock with them.
Yeah. So Garin, you'll probably be taking Jacobs off because he's still mostly unconscious.
I will take Jacob. I have a strength of 10.
You're fine. Okay, then you guys can all wave bye-bye to your combat armor as she just vacs it out to space.
That's right.
That's not good. It was clean. That's 20 grand.
I don't give a shit.
They
You
were
sold
radiated.
the
Okay.
sold the
Either
rat.
way, Jacob can't complain about it. He's unconscious.
Doesn't
111.
matter. If he
So-
does.
Victor will complain loudly and say, "Hey,
shut up,
that could be
Victor.
scrubbed.
The raft.
That's
all
naval
you can
combat
say
armor. I got that in the
The
service.
raft. I don't care.
I want my
The
weapons
raft.
back."
The rat. You want it?
Boys in their
It's in
toys.
the air. It's in the airlock. Victor, it's in
Oh
the airlock.
yeah.
You can
By the
go
way,
back.
throw the flamethrower away as well.
Well, as long as the military will give us some new stuff, it's all good. You know?
Oh, don't worry, Dale. Everything that was exposed
Yeah,
is
I
gone.
figure we go out of there in my skivvies,
Yep.
if that.
Yeah, except
Exactly.
of course for the little case that Alvin's bringing in, and you
Yes.
check that out, and it's totally neutral.
Right. I'm even wary about you guys coming in skivvies.
Actually, yeah, you're gonna live in the airlock for a wee while.
Well,
It's a pity there's no head in it, but you know you'll make do. There are vac suits in there you can do something in.
this is some seriously compromised planning.
Yep.
Yeah. This stuff
Okay.
is
Well, I feel
not-
fine.
Yeah.
I feel fine at the moment, but in about half a day, I probably won't. So
Mm-hmm.
Don't worry. When you guys, I'll give you guys all a nice.
Air,
Cup.
radiation poison, and
I'll give you guys.
a little pukey.
Zip it, Jake. Jacob. You are unconscious. Zip it.
I'm unconscious. You're right.
So, I'm gonna give everyone a nice, thick mug of hot chocolate before they go to bed.
Laced with a bit of whiskey.
and lots of
That's
iodine.
Sure.
And many drugs.
Nope. No
Yes.
problem.
Jacob's just still out cold.
Mm-hmm.
You can drop him in his bed. He ain't moving.
So, all good.
Yeah.
So you guys head to your respective staterooms and rest. In that time, just as a double measure, of course, the Navy will keep in contact with you. but they're not going to board your ship to get any information. So now Alvin can open up with his biometrics, he can open up the actual little case, pulls out the crystal, plugs it into some sort of little kiosk on board the ship. It'll spit out some code, which he then goes about trying to crack. Which he... Oh, wrong window, Steve.
Yeah.
I could do it in Discord, but it was the wrong language. Damn. So you got 1 or 2? He's got computer 4. He easily cracks it. Whoa.
Whoa.
What is that?
Whoa. Someone just slid across something.
What happened?
He basically, Alvin will then have a set of coordinates. Who is conscious that can navigate? Stav? Do you do nav? Do you do no? You don't do nav.
Checking.
Have
Forgot
you got
my
nav?
skill list. I do navigation 2.
Cool.
Excellent.
I didn't go.
No,
You didn't go on the surface.
No.
No.
So can you give me a nav roll, please?
Sam's got ship's bolt 1, which is pilot 0.
Okay.
I've got pilot 1.
Right.
Oh, you do? Oh, good.
Yeah.
Crap roll.
It wasn't a good roll, no. So your roll puts the location from your current station there somewhere here. It's not very accurate. At least you know it's not behind you.
I want to check those stats.
Yeah. So I'll let you do one more check, Stav.
Try another roll.
One more nav.
It's a terrible calculation. Multiple dimensions. Right.
There we go.
Okay.
Better.
Rightio. So
Fine-tuned.
your direction of travel now will be straight to Bulgy 8.
Okay.
Bulgy 8. The first thing that you guys need to know about Bulgy 8, it is the home world of the Ba'ori. And if you remember way back when I gave you the players thing about that, you know, Ba'ori, they're the ones that are like dragon-like people.
Yeah.
They're not very friendly to anybody. It's a sort of a it's a planet that no one's allowed to actually go. Well, if the Ba'ori catch you, they will hunt you. There is a small scout base that is there to observe and study them, but the Ba'ori sort of are somewhere in the late medieval to Renaissance period of technology. And apparently, the person you're looking for, that's where they've gone to hide.
Okay. The person who's looking for Alvin?
That Alvin's looking for, yeah.
Yeah, well, we can just drop Alvin off.
I don't see it in here, Steve. Ba'ori.
Bulgy.
Bogey.
Bulgy.
It's a
Oh, you mean the
Bulgy?
Ba'ori, in the player's manual. Yeah, you'll see them because they're right next to a... Oh, hang on. I'll put up a picture of
I'm looking at the old Outlander player's manual.
Yep. I need to go up one level. Oh, crap, I don't have all those pictures anymore.
Hold on.
Here we go. Okay.
God dang it, where is it
I
now?
hope I haven't taken it off when I gave it to you. Okay.
There it is.
Got
I
it?
attached the PDF.
Yeah. Ba'ori are a warlike race important only because of local specialty imported in many of the pharmaceuticals. Be on your toes if you deal with these sentients. Even the lesser are said to be ferocious in battle. They are also compared to the ancient fairy tale dragons of old Earth.
There they are at the bottom. A warlike race only because of the local. Yeah, this is an old piece. You did this one a long time ago.
Yep.
Oh, lovely. We're going to have some fun in the next session, aren't we?
You're getting that loudness again.
There.
Gary.
Huh?
You're getting that loudness again.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'm loud. I don't know why. Why is it changing?
I don't know why either.
It could
I don't
be
either.
your,
My brain.
it could be your Discord, how you set your own
Yeah.
volume on, matey.
Yeah.
Could be set
Yeah.
a little bit on the high end, because mine was before, I think. I just set it down.
Where do you do that at?
Settings, and then you go voice and video, and then you've got an input and an output slider, and you just move it to, yeah, whatever.
How's that?
Yep, that's good. It's a lot clearer. Okay, so Balgi 8. That's where you got to get to.
Well, we can get
Because
them
of
going.
the location, the Navy can't really send too much with you. How much space do you have in your cargo hold? They can fill you up with fuel. They can fill you up with an extra ton of life support. That's not a problem.
Okay.
How
What else?
much space have you got in your cargo bay?
Well, what is it that we're trying to carry?
They're trying to give you a fighter to carry in your cargo bay.
Why?
Then you've got something
mean?
to help support the ship, and they'll send
Yeah.
a pilot with you.
And what purpose do we have to aid Alvin?
Well, no, it's just that's the only extra support they can give you right now.
Ah,
Is a pilot and one of their fighter ships. They can't send anybody else along with you because one
Is it a
ship won't
small?
take it.
Is it like a small 10-ton fighter
Yeah.
or something?
It's one of those puppies.
Okay. We should have enough room in there, but
well, I'll check to see if we
what
have.
about?
Because
Sorry,
Victor,
Charles.
Alvin, Dale, and Jacob are resting from the ordeal, right?
Mm-hmm.
No, I'm fine.
Yeah.
Hold on.
Dale would be the one that's the
Oh.
most.
Hold on.
Yeah.
Did everyone have my hot chocolate?
Yeah.
Yes, they did. So they're all
Okay,
getting really
well-
sleepy.
You know what's going on, GM.
Yes, you guys are all getting
Okay.
sleepy and drifting off to lovely La La Land. So that leaves Garin, Sam, Stev, and Vark.
Okay, Garin, Sam, Stev, and Va. Okay, so can I send Sam to go check the cargo bay to see if there's room for this thing that they want to put on our ship?
Yep. She says there's definitely room.
Mhm.
We the extra ton of life support they deliver, we're going to have to batten down somehow, because when we open the cargo bay to release the pilot, should it be needed, the extra life support will be sucked out if we don't.
Oh, okay, then can you get on that?
Yep, she can.
Okay.
And yeah, and that's going to take you up to 11 of your 12 people, which means you only have space for this person that you're trying to pick up. And if he's got extra people, that's going to be a
They're
problem.
not coming. There's not going to be a problem. They're not coming. Okay. All right. We're cool.
And it'll be up to so the way to get there would probably be to travel from Tonines to Yizu, and then Yizu to Balgi. And
What was
you are
that?
the current pilot. So, sorry, I'll show you again. Tonines, which is where you are, to Yizu,
Oh, okay.
and then Yizu to Balgi.
Ah.
Two,
That's funny.
3 jumps that you need to do to get there to your location. You are the pilot. Victor is asleep. You and Sam are basically going with Stev being sensors. I'm going to be taking the ship there unless you want to hang around here for a week while everyone else heals. Alvin's all about time is of the essence.
Well, can I go into what is it? Let's say jumped there. You said
You can pilot the ship.
because then that's the week that we can use while they heal
Yep.
up, right?
Exactly.
Okay, so we'll do that.
Okay, can you please give me just a flat, it's an easy, so double one's the only thing you're not looking for. 2d6 plus 1 for your pilot, please.
Okay.
Garin.
One. 6.
You're fine. Okay, so you pilot out to 100 jumps. You've seen or heard Jacob talk about it so many times, and you know the practice anyway.
Yeah.
So can Stav, can you roll for Sam, please? 2d6 for the engine room, so we don't blow up. You want low numbers.
2d6.
You're fine. And then Garin, you're the pilot at the moment. Another 2d6, and no high numbers. You're looking for low numbers.
So no 1, right? Just 2d6.
Yes. Yep.
Okay.
Oh, look at that, smooth as you. Okay, why can't Jacob do that smoothly? Anyway, no, he does most times. But anyway, it's simple as it's there's no hardship here. You're in jump space.
He's got.
And you're on your way to Yizan. Can't remember how I called it now. What I called it. But I'll just give you if I can find it for you, I'll give you the stats on it. And you're jumping out into a different place, so I need a different, sorry, give me a second.
Where are we on the map again?
You are in Tonines, and you're heading up to Yanzi, Yizu.
Yizu?
Yeah.
Alright, let's go to Google Translate.
That is Absheron, I believe. So looking for Absheron. No, we're not.
The planet is probably pronounced Yee.
That's the one.
Yeah.
Why is that looking wrong? Oh, there it is. Okay, there we go.
What? That can't be it. Apparently, according to Google Translate, it's Waizayu.
Waizayu, okay. Well, there's Waizayu, guys.
Yeah.
Yep, B starport, size 1 planet. It has virtually no atmosphere. The other good news, well, no, it's not good news. It's got roughly about 50% water on it in some shape or form. It has just, as you can see, the last long digits is the population, 300,000 odd. It's a government style is a participating democracy, so everyone gets a vote, but it does have a 9 law level, which means just about everything is illegal on this planet. Just give me a second.
And where's that? Why is it on here? That you
roll 20. Sorry, roll 20. I just put it in. In the chat window, so you can see all this. I'm just giving you the what the numbers
there
mean.
it is.
Yeah.
Okay.
So B's a starport. 1's the planet size, which is really small. 1 is the atmosphere, which is.
It's not even the size of the moon.
Yeah, it's a little bit bigger than the moon, but not much.
Yeah, very. Did you say trace atmosphere, not very thin?
Yeah, trace definitely requires a vac suit, but there's in the form of ice, about 50% of it is water. As we said, the population is just over 320,000. Participating democracy, so that means everyone gets a vote. So if
when you're that small,
everyone pushes an electronic vote or something.
Nice. Okay.
When you're that small, you can do that type of stuff.
Exactly. So law level 9 means possessions of weapons outside the home is prohibited. So your weapons on your ship are totally legal. Your weapons off your ship are totally illegal.
You guys hear me?
Yep.
Hello.
Well, now, why were you saying something before?
I was saying something and you couldn't hear me. This thing's weird. I just plugged in my jack and plugged it out. Steve, that's 321 million, not 321,000.
Okay, well, 321 million then is a lot.
Yeah, it is.
And it's got a tech level of C, which is a nice number to have, and a gas giant. But it is 50% water.
It can't be water if it's that small.
Ice.
It's got to be ice.
Ice.
Yeah.
But it's 50% ice.
Yeah.
And this is where your theory is going to play in. Does it have to be freestanding water, or does it have to be just any water?
I think it has to be freestanding.
Well, we will find out. So,
Because
in the week, you guys are being
ice
healed.
ice at 273 degrees below Celsius below zero has different properties.
Yep.
Hmm.
So, in that week, Garin, you're taking care. Is there anyone else apart who is conscious who has med who can support Garin? I'm not sure. I'll just check up Sam.
I think I have med, but I'm the last guy to help you.
Yeah.
Do I have med
Well,
1
I
or
do,
no?
but she knocked me out.
Sam, no.
I do have med 1.
I have
So-
med 1.
No.
So
got
I
med,
was
that's
participating
close.
in some of those conversations.
Sam.
Med 0.
Yeah. Alvin would have helped you because he's got med 4, but he's unconscious. He's a scientist
It's
after
fine.
all. And
I got-
Aziz, no. Yep.
I got brawling. I can
Yeah.
punch something for you.
I can be the anesthesiologist. He can
You
knock
got a
out
lot
for
of brawling too.
Bang, bang.
Yeah.
Okay, so roughly 3/4 of the week is taken up in healing the other 4 unconscious folk.
That's okay. It'll just make me a little bit
Yep.
bitter.
Can you please give me a specific medical roll for Jacob, given his gene stuff?
That's right. He needs a special role, doesn't he?
Jesus.
Hair
Okay.
growing out of his chest.
The way things are going for Jacob, yeah.
Okay, so
Six.
nothing conclusive at the moment.
The dice hate Jacob.
Yeah, nothing conclusive, Garin, so you're not sure whether that's a good or a bad thing, but at the moment,
Mhm.
there's no obvious bad things. That's encouraging, isn't it?
Okay. Yeah. No, it is. It is.
Yeah,
I
mostly,
mean,
eh? Yeah.
yeah.
Arms
Fine.
not floating.
I'll trim his hair while he's sleeping.
Okay, that's good. Should it actually be that colour? But anyway, enough of that. And why does it grow there? That's an odd place for it to grow from.
I might get a haircut too here in a minute. She can do what she wants.
Cool. Okay, so near the exit point, a day or 2 out from the exit point, you guys are awake, conscious, appear to be in one piece, do not appear to be infected by anything.
Are we back up to full stat or
Yeah,
what?
Yeah. So Jacob, Jacob will probably be told around this time because he was unconscious for most of it.
I go to the mirror in my room. I go, what the hell happened to my hair?
It's just a trim.
I guess it doesn't look that bad, so I run
Your
my
hair
hands
was
through it a
getting in
couple
your
times.
eyes, for
When
God's
you
sake.
say your
Oh,
hands
man.
through it, when you say your
You
hands
know,
through
and
it,
then
you
I
know.
sit, I get my little thimble of whiskey, and I go, you know, I was almost on the boat fishing with Grandpa. There was this white light, and there was a boat, and Grandpa was waving for me to come and fish with him. And then all of a sudden, next thing I know, I got pulled back. And
Yeah.
here I am waking up now. It's like,
That was me.
Yeah. Aren't you lucky?
Yes. Did you hear a screech?
Did you
no,
know-
I didn't hear a screech or anything. I just got pulled back. And he was catching some pretty good fish too. He had a fishing pole and the tackle box.
Next time I'll yell louder.
Yeah.
Do you
Was it
remember
nice and
about my
warm
pay
when you were
rise?
there? Yeah. Pay rise. But it wasn't too hot, was it, for you, Jacob, where your granddad was?
No.
Okay. Alrighty. Just saying. Okay. You guys are conscious. Jacob and the crew, this is when you were introduced to, and I haven't made him up, but another person who I haven't got.
Jot down the name and tell us it.
I'm just gonna.
We got a naval fighter pilot on board.
Ibami
Oh, yeah.
Jesus.
What?
Ibami Azus.
Ibami Jesus is his name.
Ibami Azus.
Ibami.
So he's from India. He answers the phone and he says, "Hello, I can help you with this."
Jesus. He's got some Spanish. He's got some
Oh.
other stuff in it. You know, there are virtually no pure-blooded people anymore. You're all mixed. So Ibami has used
Yeah.
his stats and that, but he's the pilot of the fighter that you've got stored in your.
I look over at Garin and I'm just coming out. I say, "Who's this dude? Who are you, man? What are you doing?"
He puts his hand out and says, "Ibami, nice to know you."
Yeah, he's on the ship now with some other ship in the cargo bay.
Yeah.
You
got a light
Happy to help. He
Who
says.
actually got this thing off the ground and got us in jump space?
I did.
Oh, you did? Well, really? You on my controls, hey? And you also saved my life again. Boy, you should get like little check marks on your medical shirt for all the times you've pulled me out of death. I think that's twice now, isn't it?
No, it's more than that. But I'm not counting.
That's just 3. I could have been a genetic pool on the floor with that hiver. Yeah, I suppose.
Her diploma has like 4 gold stars and the little worm in the apple stickers on her diploma.
I just look at her and then I'm going to be a smartass. Karen, what would you do without me? Now, who would make the hair stand up on the back of your neck if it wasn't for me?
Exactly.
She reaches for one of those syringes, plunges it into his neck, and put him to sleep for another couple of days.
No, I'm awake now.
Someone
I
can
need
start
to be
using his
moving
brawling
around.
skill.
That's what he said.
Well, someone could start using his brawling skill and knock him out.
No,
His
no.
hands are itchy.
I'm fine. Don't
Okay,
worry.
so you guys have got the stats on this new place you're heading to.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah.
4370. Might be easier just to go over that.
4370.
Why does the name have both the number and a bit of Chinese? Why does it have both?
Because that's how someone did it back then.
Okay.
That's how he named the planet when he made the sector a long time ago.
Yeah.
When did you actually roll this up? 2013?
Mid 2013. Yeah.
Yeah, when we played. Don't you remember, Pierre? You weren't there yet, Pierre.
Yeah.
I only joined a year later, and
Yeah.
It's Sid too. I'm the last original remaining member.
Yeah.
a saga, 8 years in the making.
It is. It's been awesome too.
Yeah. Okay, so you guys are about to come out to Yanzi, and Garin, I forgot to ask you, were you heading towards the gas giant, or were you heading towards the planet to come out to?
The planet.
Okay, sweet. Okay, so the countdown there is saying, get ready to. Everyone's got about half an hour to get ready before you come out into real space again.
So I'm healthy and I'm back at the helm, and I would ask everybody to vac suit up and get in the turrets and prepare for combat if necessary.
Just need you to make a 2d6 roll for me first, please, before you do anything else.
Me?
Yep.
Straight 2d6.
Yes, please.
6.
You do have a hull patch on part of your skin. You're going to be waiting a couple of weeks for that thing to fall off.
I point to this and go, "What the hell is this, Karen?"
What? What is that?
That's
the whole patch up.
Yeah, and that's where Dale would probably be able to fill you in.
Yeah, your hull armor was breached.
Ah.
Oh, and I can't take that off because I could infect myself or something strange. You're saying?
It's super sticky.
It's these things are slapped on with huge amounts of tactile ability to hold on.
Oh, so I was
you'll
monitoring
rip the
that?
skin. Sorry?
Is that what I was monitoring?
Well, part of it would be, yeah. Because normally they get slapped onto holes in hull, but...
Well, it looks like I'm just going to have to live with this for a while.
Yep.
There's just another thing I have to monitor about you, isn't there?
You like monitoring me. What would you do without your skipper? Come on. We always keep it exciting here on the Shalimar, don't we, crew?
Oh yeah, never a dull moment.
Never a dull moment.
I think Victor's probably aching for some alien attention. It's been quite a while.
Yeah.
He's a little bit worn out from the radiation sickness, but yeah.
Although I would say the group need to start anticipating what he might want to try to do with the Bowery.
Sure. Oh, you're gonna have to probably hold that one down.
Yeah.
It might just be that
It's got a little afterbite that might not be nice.
Yeah. Okay, coming out. Boom. Into space. Another sensor sweep, please, Stav. We will finish soon, guys. I just want to get us to...
Sure.
It's alright.
It's been fun, even though I died again.
Almost.
Almost.
Oh, I died. You brought me back. I died. Zeroed out his death.
Okay, Stav, you aren't getting much in the way of sensor stuff. You are getting the standard commercial over the airways. You follow this line in, da-da-da-da-da, all that sort of stuff. When you send them the data back, they'll register your transponder codes and all that sort of stuff, and they'll be lining up a bay for you to be landing on. I should say, sorry. But yep, so they'll have an up and a down port. They are probably going to, just give me a second.
Can we scan for omega energies? Is there anything that looks wrong here?
You can do that. They're putting you in the up port at the moment. Obviously, land is at a bit of a priority down on the planet. So, Jacob, you want Stav to scan for some...
Yeah, I want to make sure nothing's... I believe my theory that ice is like rock. It's not the same as liquid water, so I would think there's no omega energy. I'd still definitely want to check it out, see if anything's weird.
Okay, where you go.
Sure. Yeah, I'd have time to do that.
Yeah, and remember, you're scanning from your ship out.
Yeah.
So it's general background stuff you're looking at the moment.
Didn't Victor build some kind of omega energy thing?
What he's got, yeah. So you're half a light second out is what you can scan for.
Oh, okay.
It's a fair whack of distance.
So he had a kind of a shit roll there.
Yeah. So Stav can't get anything back that makes sense
Okay.
at the moment.
Well, everything sounds good. We're coming into land.
You're getting some normal commercial information. Once you get visual on the planet, Stav, if you want to roll again.
Try another omega.
Omega.
There we go.
Okay. You're with the side of the planet, and that's within your light second, I think.
Oh, definitely.
So there is a very, very, very minor slight rise on this planet. You're too far away to locate it exactly, but there is, and it would be in the magnitude of about a 2% increase to background stuff.
That means there could be some black ops on this planet. They just haven't infected it.
Yeah,
and maybe
like
next session we hunt them down, Dale, and kill them.
That's not a bad idea.
That is a bad idea. No, that is a bad idea.
No, it's a good idea. I got you. You like to bring me back to life.
Yeah.
So it's okay. I always got you. You'll bring me back. You've done it like 3 times. Give me my guns. I want to go with Dale. I want to actually get damage from somebody I'm shooting at instead of a goddamn airlock, he says.
Okay.
Hey, on ship next time then?
You're coming in to land on the up. Did you want to say something? Sorry, Sid.
No.
Oh no, I was
Or
saying
he-
you'll definitely get shot at by if you stay on the ship by like another ship.
There you go.
So we're at the high port, and there's a little bit of omega energy on the planet that we're detecting.
So I just
Okay.
a piloting roll to dock, please.
Come on, Dale. I mean, come on, Jacob. You've rolled shitty all day. We need something good here. Barely. Still scraping it or something.
Okay.
God.
And there's been a little bit of damage done to the locks. So the starport are terribly happy with you, which is going to cost you 500 credits for them to fix.
I think we can swing that. I do think I have some cash. I'm sorry. I'm still a little shaky from all those wounds, guys.
Yep.
And my dice suck.
And you immediately get confronted with all the rules, and this place does have a lot of rules. But basically, the number one rule is don't take anything offensive off the ship. You leave your daggers, you leave your guns, you leave your explosives, you leave your...
Yeah, it's no weapons at all, right?
What about like a bat?
You leave your
A what?
bats.
No, that's your club. That's your walking cane. Remember?
If it's
Yeah.
You have a walking cane.
That was
You've got a little limp.
No,
That's not offensive.
No, that's Ark.
You're
That's my
Vark. You
cousin.
got.
Vark
That's
doesn't
my
have a
cousin
walking cane.
Ark.
Oh.
Does he
Ark's
have
got
a
a
limp?
bat.
Yeah, Vark's got a bat, you know, softball bat or something. So that would
But it's
be
for sport.
considered offensive if you can't prove that that's what you use it for.
For what?
That's why Vark had his walking cane that was
I'm
really
not
like a
giving
club.
I'm not giving any medical letter, by the way.
Right. Okay. So who's leaving the ship once you get everything cleared? And who? I'm assuming Sam will stay on board.
Yeah.
Yep. Anyone leaving ship for any particular
Yeah.
reason?
I definitely think after almost dying, it's time for a small thimble of some whiskey or something, or a coffee, or just to see the starport. I mean,
Okay, so everyone's planning for some R&R at
Yeah,
different
a
schedule
little bit.
times.
we're at the high port, right? We're not on the
I-
planet. We're at the
What
high port.
exactly are we doing here? Kind of a little bit.
This
lost.
is a layover point for getting to Belgi.
Okay. Well,
But now, though, I look at Dale and say,
hold
"There's
the fuck
Omega."
on! What the hell are we doing at Bogey? Because I don't know.
Belgi is
Yeah,
where you're
and-
picking up the guy for Alvin.
Okay.
Yeah. I'm gonna keep an eye on Jacob.
Okay, can you give me a medical roll, please? Because you...
Okay.
Oh, very good there, Dale. So Dale and Roxy
Seven.
disappear. Getting better, but not quite. Still no conclusive information coming out from your scans at the moment.
Okay.
As far as you're aware, the 4 people you treated for the radiation, they're recovering from that quite nicely. They're
Okay,
recovering
good.
from any burns, they're recovering from any chemical washes, and they're recovering,
Great.
so this is Jacob, from any electrocution.
Yes, excellent.
Yeah.
All right. Well,
Yeah.
I will go with Jacob. Jacob, I'm gonna come with you in case you pass out somewhere and you don't get robbed.
All right, fair enough. Fair enough. I still don't feel 100%, but even though I have my stats, I'm just still a little iffy.
So when you go out, it's quite a nice place. It's actually quite a well-appointed starport. This starport just from...
What class is this one now again?
A B.
A B. Okay.
Yeah. This, even though it's an end port, it has roughly 50 bays. So yeah. You can see that they're mostly bigger ships here.
Yeah.
Which means a longer duration.
Yeah.
And as I said, quite well appointed for a sort of an end of the line sort of place. There
Is there any Navy or colonial forces here of any sort or kind?
No, but there is quite a bit of security guards around the place, as you'd expect with a high law level.
Yeah.
Everyone seems to be quite nice and go about their business. You guys enter various...
They live underground or in domes?
On the planet.
Yeah.
Okay,
We're not on the planet.
No, but Dale can find out that they live under a combination of things. Some people live... The more older established colony would live above, below, and the more newer ones above, because of obviously the technology is a lot better. And they even have some orbital colonies going around the planet. So there are some big...
Well, there's 321 million of them.
Yeah, so they sort of...
And you said they're Tech 12, right? That's a pretty good tech level.
Yeah. So they're quite well sort of positioned, so to speak.
Yeah.
What you do find after you get to talk in general, folks, is that this being one of the major through roads for the specialist pharmaceutical products from Balgi 8 when they can be got. So there's the odd run that goes there that risks encountering the Baori. Um, of course, the issue with that is normally you have to be certified to do that. There is also a suggestion that there is a strong underground trade that also provides for lots of different pharmaceutical products.
Yeah.
Pharmaceutical products?
From Balgi.
Yeah, from Balgi.
Nice.
So there's that sort of thing going on.
What about aliens? Victor, my buddy Victor might,
There don't seem to be
No.
any aliens here, mostly human settlements. Um,
There you go.
yeah.
You know those squirmy, wormy dudes that from the other planet we were at?
No.
No aliens.
Yeah.
Just a
It's
lot
all
of
right.
quite
For
nice
this
technology.
go down.
Yeah.
One thing you...
Any,
Sorry, Garin, you go.
I was just gonna say, any chance of getting your hands on a little bit of those pharmaceuticals?
Okay. Can you give me a
It's-
roll, please, Jacob, if you've got Streetwise to try to... Unless you've got Streetwise, Garin, and you're trying to find out.
No,
I'm
I
pretty
only have
sure
Jack of all
Jacob
trades.
has Streetwise. Hang on, I thought I did. Let me look. I
Jack of
forget what he
trades
has.
doesn't do
I have
Streetwise.
Streetwise 1. You want me to do a straight Streetwise roll?
Yep.
Yes. Oh.
Yeah.
There we go. I actually got an 8 on
Well,
something.
you-
Whoa.
You get into contact
Jacob
with
is out.
a guy called Setavazi, and I'll spell it for you.
Get to Vaz.
Lovely Stetavar.
And he really is a drug dealer.
Now, Jacob's going to take Garin out to dinner, too, because she
Yeah.
saved his life again and took care of the ship while he was out.
That's right. I made some stern decisions in your absence of hot chocolate slumber.
I didn't have hot chocolate. I was just out cold. The other ones you put out.
Oh yeah, you were out cold. Yeah.
I was unconscious. I was in a coma, man, until you were healing. Zeta Vazawi.
Seta.
Vazawi.
Seta.
Seta?
Valzi.
Seta Vazal. Oh, Seta
Valzi.
Yeah, Valzi.
Seta Valzi. Okay, Seta
Valzi.
Valzi.
Right.
Seta
So
Valzi.
he is not pure strain human. You can definitely tell that. You're not sure which other race. So Garin, you'll know there's several races that can intermix with humans. You're not quite sure which one.
Well, Victor would know.
Probably, yeah.
Victor's
Probably
not with it.
created some of them.
I don't care what species he is. Do you have an opportunity?
Isn't that Victor's line?
to show me
Mhm.
some pharmaceuticals?
Well,
Yeah.
he
Do you have any?
says,
Do
I
you have any
Said
human in you?
I
You want
happen
some?
to be in a position where I might be able to procure
Mm-hmm.
said items for you.
Oh.
Of course, you do realise that this would not be through official channels, and he sort of looks around at several guys that are moving around the place. And because of that, there's more of a dangerous risk. That stuff that's not normally available to people would attach a higher price. You are aware of this.
Well, it depends on the price. I am a medic, and I do have my colleague here. Keep an eye
Well,
on us.
He can, you know,
I'd just say to him, I'm game for whatever she needs. We'll figure what she wants to get from you.
he can provide you with some. It's not completely pure, but some neurofloxin. Now, neurofloxin is a very powerful drug. What neurofloxin does is it can be combined and created into combat drug. So it reduces pain levels and it increases a person's endurance. It can also, neurofloxin can also be used with other treatments, treat various ailments of the brain. It's quite a hard to get drug. So normally a dose would cost you about 1,000 credits. And
One
that's through
dose.
official channels. And of course that's purified. So you're
Okay.
probably, he said it's not purified, which means you're probably going to get more than what you'd normally get. He says he could give you that in a 10 dose pack, which means
So,
if you purified it, you'd probably end up getting about, well, you don't know, but anywhere between 5
yeah.
to 7 doses. And you do have a bioreactor and several other things on the ship that you could actually, if you calibrate it correctly, could purify this stuff.
That's true.
He's willing to sell that to you for 15,000 credits.
Okay. Let's see.
So how much does combat drug cost, guys? Anyone got the book open? Because she could make 5 to 7 doses of this with this stuff.
Hold on, I'm looking. God, where's it?
And of course, should you want to, Garin, neurofloxacin, you could use that in research to see if you can use that to somehow strengthen the brain from psionic attack.
Ooh, that would be
750 a dose for combat.
How much, sorry?
750 a dose for combat drugs.
750, radio. Okay. Yeah, but it's in its pure form, so you still have to process it with other chemicals to make it into combat drug.
Now, what did you say? From what combat? The what?
So for a 10 dose pack,
Psionic? For psionic combat, or what?
yeah,
did you
well,
say?
basically, you know, this might be in your mind. I don't know that.
Yeah.
If you get your hands on some neurofloxacin, you might be able to try and see if you can use it to create some sort of drug that gives you resistance to psionic attack.
Yeah. Okay. Yeah, that might be an idea.
So 15,000 credits if you want this.
Okay, let me see if I got some cash here.
One second. I'll be right back.
Yeah, sure.
Okay, so what are some of the others doing while they're
I'm looking
We'll go
for
out
games
for
with
it.
chances.
Yeah, we'll just go out for to have a look around and touristy things, and you know, get a meal,
Okay.
get a hotel, something that isn't the ship.
Okay. You're not sticking out there. Sid, can you give me a streetwise roll, please? You find a game, not a great game, but it's a game if you want to enter.
Well, what's the game first?
It's 1,000 credits to enter the pot.
Yep.
Okay, there are 5 other people, so at the moment the pot's got about 5,000 plus a little bit extra.
I've got enough. Okay.
Right.
Okay.
It was
15000 credits.
Yeah,
Garin.
I got it.
Okay. Where do you want it delivered, he says?
Delivered to oh crap, what's the name of the ship?
Shalimar.
Shalimar. Okay. Deliver to the Shalimar, and to the person Sam. Sam will take it off your hands.
Okay. So it'll be delivered as soon as we verify your money.
Yeah, no problem.
Okay. About 20 minutes later, you get a call from Sam.
Yes, Sam?
Yeah, there's some mechanic guy here says he's got a package for me.
Yes.
For you? Okay.
You have, yeah, That's good. We're good.
You want me to take it?
Yes, and examine it to make sure that everything looks all right.
You want me to open it?
Yes.
Once you're on the ship, not out in the open.
Yeah, not on the open. I'm pretty sure she knows that. Some pharmaceuticals for some
okay,
bio
cool.
projects that I've been working on.
There's 10 vials of something in there, sort of whitish, sort of bluish, glowy sort of stuff.
Excellent. Okay. Excellent.
Okay.
Cool. Okay. Yeah.
Cool. I'll leave it in the med bay.
Okay.
All right. Okay, so back to you, Vark. So the game is going to go for 1 round. Okay. So you sort of come in right at the end. So it's 1 round of gambling.
Little gambling, yes.
Roll for 5 of them, and you
Oh.
suck at the end. Okay, to see what you got to beat. So
As we're doing this, I am trying to talk to them, say like, what do you do for fun other than this game of cards?
Okay, well they just talk. These guys mostly are. They describe themselves as merchants.
Yeah.
But, you think you're dealing with something other than merchants. Okay.
Yeah, I'm a merchant too.
Yeah, well, that's good information. Good to know. So they all start talking about, so 3 of them are, they deal in chemical merchantry. One deals in weaponry merchantry, and another one deals in merchantry of the, let's say, latest bleeding edge technology, i.e. stuff he's stolen. You got to beat a 9 or equal a 9 or better. If you're better at, you take the whole pot. If you equal a 9, then you're going to have to play one more hand with the other guy. You're playing one more hand with the other guy. Okay, so
which guy's this?
So there's one guy in there. So the pot stands at, let's say, 6,000. To play this next hand, you get to say
6,000 in, right?
No, you put in 1,000.
And an extra 1,000, alright.
Yeah, and then you now make the new bid because you've got the new game with this last guy. So how much do you want to put in? Because you put the bid in and he doesn't put it, you take the 6.
I'll put in another 1,000.
He'll sit on that. Yep, he's got no problem with that.
Yeah. Which merchant is this one? Is this one of the gun merchants?
This is the bleeding edge technology guy.
Oh yeah. I'll ask him how's the business.
Oh, sometimes it gets a little bit hot. Sometimes a bit cold. At the moment, I'm just cooling things down a bit.
I wouldn't be having to take a look at your merchandise, could I?
I have a little bit of merchandise available. Shall we finish this game first?
Yeah, we can.
Okay. Beat a 9.
Oh.
Okay. Well, okay. You lost 2, but you've got a contact. So he'll say it's mighty fine doing business with you. So if you're here tomorrow, come over to berth 32. She'll be sitting there, the Sterling.
Radio?
Well, even though it's high law level, there's a lot of shady shit going on here.
Of course there is, but
yeah. You don't get by on a high law level world without breaking laws.
Exactly. The higher the law level, the more dirty there is. Sorry, Sid.
The dude's guy's name was Rem?
Ren. W-R-E-N. Ren.
W.
Yeah, the ship's called the Sterling.
The Sterling. What kind of ship is the Sterling?
Well, we won't know until he goes tomorrow.
Yeah.
We might not even know. We might just leave.
Yep. So Dale and Roxy on their night out, they get offered some enhancement drugs. Do you take it up or not?
Wow. A lot of fun with the days.
Offered by who?
Just some fellow dancers at a dance party, at a dance club.
Yeah, no.
Okay. Radio.
I don't know, and there's a reason for that. Normally, I'd probably say yes, but the reason is I don't want to muck up any of my radiation drugs and stuff.
Awesome. All good.
Yeah.
Okay. Victor, are you doing anything, or are you just going to sit on the ship?
No, I was mostly just hanging out with Mark and going around and seeing the sights.
Oh,
Still a little bit down from the radiation sickness, but starting to feel a little better.
okay. So
Oh,
you probably would have seen him in his gambling game. You're going to say something, Sid?
yeah, I was about to
Oh
say,
yeah.
yeah. I'm hanging out in the bars and all that stuff.
Okay.
Cause I forgot to get into the fucking ship's boat when you all went and did your thing.
Yeah. Yeah.
So I'm pretty much
Okay, can you
got
give me
scared.
another streetwise, please, to see if you can pick anything else up? Oh
Nice.
yes,
You
yes, yes,
couldn't have
yes.
given that to me like
Yeah,
Nice.
a
you
roll ago.
Ooh.
you
Well,
you discover some old connections.
Oh, yeah.
So you are reacquainted with several of your smuggling friends and their various networks. And apparently the networks extend out to here. So you get some lowdown. So apparently they've taken a bit of a hit on several planets. Apparently there's some military thing or something's going on. There's been some odd fighting. There's been some odd takeovers on several planets. Sort of more to the leading edge and the rimward. Um, yeah, they're not sure what's going on. They're still trying to find out, but it's really putting a kibosh on their profits. Um, they don't. They're asking you if you know of anything more.
Um, Nothing specifically, just the same. I take it I've heard
Okay.
literally the same things that they've been hearing.
Well, you know a lot more, but I don't know if you're going to tell them anything else. No.
No,
Okay. Right.
I'm just gonna say yeah, the same thing they did.
Okay. Cool. Okay, well, yeah, well, one guy lets out that that'd be a pity because if you did happen to know any more, Vark, my captain would be quite willing to pay you a little bit of a little bit of credits there to get a bit of a, let's say, an advantage over the competing mercantile groups.
Yeah, does this captain have a name that I might, if I do reach any information, I can
Velda.
speak to?
Okay, Velda is obviously female. Imagine a red-headed bombshell. You
Mm-hmm.
got Velda.
Nice.
Yeah.
I already got one.
But as beautiful as she is, she's as poisonous.
Yeah, she probably got like a cool scar over her face.
Oh no, no, no! She doesn't have any scars, but she
Oh,
will
that's
take you
Like a
out.
black widow.
Very much
It'll be
so.
fun. It'll be fun while it's happening, but you'll be dead at the end.
yeah.
Yeah, yeah.
You'll be looking at what the for like fuck.
What was that for? Yeah. So
What
Velda.
the hell is that? Bang.
Yeah. So you know of Velda. Velda operates. She does have about four. She actually operates 4 or 5 ships. That's her part of her coterie. Um, she does have the total allegiance of those 4 or 5 captains. She does have 3 personal, you could call them bodyguards, perhaps, I don't know what you want to call them, but they're totally loyal. You do know that they have been enhanced with cybernetics. You do know that they are bloody dangerous. But you do know that if this guy said that she is willing to offer money, she's willing to offer money, and we're talking in the tens of thousands, depending
Alright.
on how good the so there is that sort of draw, but you also know there's a lot of danger there with her.
Yeah, is there a way to? How would I contact her? Is it through this dude?
Well, you just call to her ship basically.
Is she in system?
He says she'll be visiting soon. Just look for the Nightingale.
The Nightingale and the Sterling.
No, the Sterling's something else. That's my own personal business. What yeah, I'm keeping all this to myself, except for what's his name, Victor, because he was with me.
Yeah.
Mhm. Excellent. Mm. Good. Mm-hmm. Mm-hmm.
Nice.
Well, yeah, I'm just thinking about the brain thing. Maybe make more resistance to any kind of psionic or mental attacks. Yes. Yeah. No combat stuff. I'm not into making freaking weird.
You do realize, as we're discussing
So-
over dinner, I do have medical skill. I'm not as skilled as you are, but I could assist you in any of these things that you need to do. If I'm not piloting or fighting or drinking, which I'm not obviously right now because I'm on planet.
Well,
Which
I
means
will
that it won't be very often, I guess, as I say jokingly.
listen. I will tell Jacob that I'm not interested in making bio soldiers. I'm just wanting to enhance the body and, you know, take the brain and the human nature to the next level.
I understand. I think this is pretty good. You got a lot of stuff going on when we take off next time.
Yeah, Jacob and I are having a nice dinner. Counting how many times I saved his life.
You know what? Me
3
and
at
Victor
least.
having a
I'm
nice
counting
dinner
at
too.
least 3.
She throws 2 more on there.
She's also saved Stav's life once and Victor's a time
That's
before.
right.
Remember when we rescued that kid or whatever and we all got shot to shit?
Yes, I remember
that
that.
was rough.
You guys wanted to bring some cockamamie stuff onto the ship, and I said no. You argued with me, and I said, okay, you know what? You guys are half dead, and I've got a strength of 10. So I threw the boxes out.
I remember that.
Yeah.
Take them back. We're not interested. I don't give a shit.
Yeah, you brought us back to life though. A couple of us were dead. I don't think Jacob was that. No, Jacob was too. Or was it he?
Yeah.
Stav was, and so was Victor. I don't remember.